All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same map. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Wemby can't do nothing with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being nicknamed Carebear, Kieran Hickey Simple, standing behind the bar. And I'm joined here today with 2 gentlemen who made their impact on the NFL football field and are making an even bigger impact right here in the Speakeasy. Let's talk about the creator of the show, the man wearing non-prescription glasses and some shoes with no socks on. It's very uncomfortable. Emmanuel Acho in the building.
Yo, beautiful people, y'all could be doing anything and you're hanging out with us. You know we do not take it for granted. Speakeasy, it is a family here. Hopefully we can provide some laughs, a little bit of insight into the sports world. It is a jam-packed show today with some breaking sports news and an injury to one of the best players in all of sport. We'll get to that momentarily. Carebear, turn me up!
Yeah, no, you are disrespecting those Jordan 4s with those Nigerian feet slappers. Also joining us here in the Speakeasy, the Philadelphia Eagles all-time leading rusher, one of the shiftiest running backs in NFL history, and a man who is now also a sports agent. I'm talking about 2-5 sports owner.
That's right.
2-5, LaShawn Shady McCoy in the building.
Your favorite agent. Let's get it. Hey, I'm watching this Michigan game. It's getting close. It's getting close.
4-point game, 13.1 seconds left.
Yeah, it's over. It's absolutely over. I mean, well, we saw miracles before
We
with
have.
him, so we'll see. Also joining us here in the Speakeasy is a man that needs no introduction. He is the glue that holds the sports world and the Speakeasy together. I'm talking about the master of the social, the guy keeping you guys in check. Check in the chat.
Facts.
Social Sneeze
that.
in
Social
the building.
Sneeze reporting for duty. I'm locked in, man. I got on my head about the sneeze, but I'm good. My allergies is hopefully subsiding.
It's a good time,
Did
man.
you eat Taco Bell before the show?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Have to,
Do we?
I mean, we're here now.
Yesterday on the show, you guys didn't see it because Taylor is amazing at his job back there. You know, Rome's amazing at his job. Ethan's amazing at his job.
Oh my gosh.
Trey got up and took a shit about 5 times.
That's not an exaggeration.
It's not an exaggeration. It was bubblegut so bad Taylor back there could hear it.
It was bad.
We didn't want to start this, but from now on, for the rest of the episode, we'll stop it after the episode. Social shit! How we doing today, man?
Drop the poop emojis in the chat!
Bro's stomach was absolutely cooked yesterday.
Listen, if y'all seen the Dave Chappelle skit with the bubble guts where you go, bruh, it was bad. But I have a pregnant wife who was craving Taco Bell before.
What does that have to do with anything?
She was craving. Let him finish, Mr. I don't have no kids at 35.
Yeah, come on now.
Damn.
When your pregnant wife wants Taco Bell at 6 p.m., an hour before you have to leave for the show,
exactly.
You get Taco Bell an hour before the show, and you gotta eat it.
So you're blaming your wife?
Nope.
This is disgusting.
I'm blaming Taco Bell.
You're blaming your pregnant wife is nasty.
You're blaming your pregnant wife.
This
is gross.
When you got friends like this,
someone's name in the
enemy in your corner, bro.
Someone's name in the chat is Social Sneeze.
Yeah, they've been trolling me for a few days now.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
That's absolutely crazy. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we have a loaded show for you guys to enjoy here today. First, we got to talk about the biggest news out of the NBA as it was revealed. Victor Wembanyama missed the second part of this game against the Philadelphia 76ers after having an elbow injury. You can see it right here. He ended up missing the rest of this game. Did not reach 20 minutes in this game. It's going to be one of his 2 near-miss exemptions, though. So, essentially, he's ruled out for the rest of the game. He's played 16 minutes, so that counts as one of his 2 near-miss exemptions to the 20-minute threshold for the 65-game rule.
Okay.
Brett Siegel also put out this tweet saying that he logged his second game below 20 minutes this season, which will count towards the 65-game minimum.
Oh, that's good.
Since he also played in the NBA Cup and they made the final in the NBA Cup, Wemby needs to just log one more game with 20-plus minutes to qualify this season for awards with 3 games remaining for the San Antonio Spurs. If he doesn't play in any of those games for more than 20 minutes, Victor Wembanyama will be ruled ineligible for postseason awards. Yet another superstar that has been faced with these circumstances. Unfortunately, we need to fight back as the people. But I know how you guys feel. Go ahead and tell the people how you feel about Wemby missing this.
Is now, Kieran, you started to convince me. If Wemby misses the postseason award, and Luka misses a postseason award, and Cunningham misses a postseason award, you're now talking about more than 50% of the first team All-NBA would not be making an All-NBA team. At that point in time, Kieran, now you've convinced me. Because as we talked about it yesterday, we were like, okay, it doesn't matter. If Kevin Durant makes first team, great. But at the point in which now we got to scratch so low and potentially pull in a first team All-NBA player who on any other year probably wouldn't even be making the second and maybe the third team All-NBA, now it's like, all right, Adam Silver, is this what you want to be remembered for? Like David Stern is remembered for making the NBA robust. He's remembered for making the NBA levels on levels on levels of growth. Is this what you want to be remembered for, Adam Silver? Quite literally ruining the NBA? Because that's what it would start to look like. Hopefully Wemby gets back right. Hopefully he can play in one of the final 3 games. But between Wemby plus Luka plus Cade, now there is enough overwhelming evidence. Like if all the students were to come to a teacher and be like, hey, teacher, we all got this question wrong. Can you curve the test? Now there's enough overwhelming evidence to suggest something's got to give. So that was my initial reaction, 2-5.
Hold up, man. Hold on. Let's get this thing straight for a second.
Yeah.
Why do we even have this 65-game minimum? Why do it even exist?
Because players were low managing.
Because players was not playing. Kids begging their parents to go see these games. Parents saving their money up to go to the game. They go to the game, their favorite player is not playing. Why is he not playing? Is he hurt? Is he injured? No. Load management. So now we want to cry because the NBA say, let's stop this. Let's have all our players playing if they're able to play. And now we get to a point where now guys are really getting hurt and we complain about it. That's basketball. If they never would have messed with not playing these games, we wouldn't be here. So I don't want to hear nobody crying about it. If they'd have did what you're getting paid to do, you're getting hundreds of millions and millions and millions to play a basketball game, and you don't want to play. So now we got to find something to make you play.
Yeah.
And we taking your honors as far as All NBA or MVP. So I'm not mad about that. Another thing we need to talk about.
Talk about it.
Is if these guys don't make first team All NBA, it's other players that's pretty good that can make it. That we're not gonna be tripping about. See, the difference between this and the NFL is our Pro Bowls is like trash players is making the Pro Bowl. Like guys like the 4th string dudes. Not in the NBA. So if I don't know,
Tyrese Maxey or something.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Tyrese Maxey making it All NBA. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Brunson? I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Let me interject here.
Please.
My problem with it is, and I had time to sit back and think about this. I want to present it in a calm way because I get very animated whenever I talk about this. Right? My thing is, in 64 games, in 62 games, 63 games, however many games these guys end up playing, who's more impactful? Are Luka Doncic's 62 games more impactful than, say, a Tyrese Maxey's 68 games? Yes. Yes, they are. I believe... Yes, we need to do something about load management if you want to have players showing up, fans showing up when they save their money all year to go watch their favorite player play. Yes, of course. But make the punishment different. Make the punishment just not... This punishment is now resulting in the players getting the shit into the stick. And obviously, yes, you can say that it's the player's fault for being in this situation. But to take away end-of-season awards... Take him out of MVP consideration. I'm sorry. Wemby, if he does not play another second of basketball this season, was still going to be the second place finisher in the MVP conversation. He would be. But now you're completely taking him out for someone that shouldn't get second place votes, that doesn't deserve to have second place votes. And if you compare the resumes, in 77 games, that person that might get the second place votes wasn't nearly as impactful as Wemby was in his 62. That to me is wrong. That to me feels unfair because a game threshold doesn't make you any less or more impactful. I can understand a Steph playing 41 games this year, 42 games. Obviously, he is not going to be as impactful as someone that played 65, 70, however many games you want to say. But in 62 games this year, Victor Wembanyama has been probably the most impactful player in the entire NBA. So to say that he doesn't get an All-NBA recognition for that is crazy to me. And also, we're looking at a situation, guys, where Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham, Victor Wembanyama could all be missing out on postseason awards. That is 40% of the top 10 players in the NBA. It's crazy.
Yeah.
40% of the top 10 players in the NBA will not receive recognition in years that otherwise they would have because of the 65-game limit. It's not lasting past this year.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to have a situation like this again.
You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong. You are actually, this is the first time I'm going to say this. You're right.
Wow.
Your first time.
But this is the first time that you're saying it, not the first time that he
I've been
actually
right
is
before,
right.
but
No. That was the first time he's right.
Oh, wow.
That's not true. That's not true.
Hey, what's all?
I told you the Eagles was beating the Cowboys.
It's the Patriots.
That is true.
I heard the
But
Cowboys
my
was beating
thing
the
is, yo,
Eagles.
whose fault is it, though? Karen is right. Whose fault is it? It's the player's fault.
That's true.
So, like, I get it. We want to try to cry about it now, and it's not right. But, yo, that don't matter. Yeah. The problem is, yo, if the players would have been playing these games and not doing load management, we wouldn't be here. So it's nothing to cry about.
Yeah.
That's a good point. The tension for me now, as long as we don't get to a point where players are risking their health because of a arbitrary game marker, then that's the dilemma for me.
Yeah.
Right? Luka's running to Spain, and not to make it for the last 3 games. Luka's running to Spain so that he can make it for the playoffs. But I would never want a player to risk their long-term health. Say Wemby has a legitimate, I think he left the game with a rib contusion. Say Wemby's like, crap, I got to play in one more game. So now Wemby comes back because of a rib contusion, and say he ends up fracturing his ribs.
Yep.
Why? So you meet an arbitrary player game threshold marker. Say a player has a calf injury. They rush back from a calf injury, then they pop an Achilles. Dame Lillard, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, and all of a sudden, now a player is long-term jeopardized because Adam Silver placed an arbitrary threshold marker. For me, where I draw the line with this whole 65-game limit is if players start jeopardizing their health because they are trying to meet an arbitrary marker of making it to 65 games. That's where I draw the line. Also, we are going to talk about Michigan winning the championship in about 5 minutes from now. We're just getting things set up from a production standpoint, but Michigan did just win a natty. They did just claim a title. We will hit
Big
that
time.
momentarily as our production crew gets ready for that conversation. Kieran, did you want to mention Luka at all?
Yeah, no, you mentioned Luka. He's going to be traveling to Spain to undergo an injection procedure on his hamstring area. Shams had something to say about it earlier. I'll let you guys take a listen.
We got a new wrinkle going into this week, and that's what I reported last night, and I can further report here today. I'm told Luka Doncic is currently in Spain. He traveled there because he's undergoing an injection procedure in that grade 2 hamstring area to see if he can promote healing and at the end of the day expedite his return process. He's doing everything he can to make it back out on the court.
So he's going out there trying to get maybe some more experimental treatment. You know, a lot of places in Europe are known for these types of treatments. Do you guys think it's smart for Luka to rush back though?
What you think, Tufa?
I want to hear what you have to say.
I think Luka doesn't have a choice. Luka came to the Lakers to save the Lakers. He came to the Lakers to show that the Mavericks, hey, y'all got it wrong. He came to the Lakers to show the whole world that he is the best player in basketball, not one of the best players in basketball, at the point of which all Luka stands, myself included, are complaining he should be the MVP. He should be the MVP. Well, last year the Lakers didn't make it far in the playoffs. This year, Luka might be absent in the playoffs. So in Luka's year and a half with the Los Angeles Lakers, you're going to have what? Not applicable playoff appearance and a one-and-done playoff appearance? I don't think Luka has a choice. Luka has to find a way to get back. And Luka plays a game in which he doesn't need explosion. He doesn't need athleticism. He needs to be able to go up and down the court without pulling a muscle. He already doesn't play defense. And he plays offense on his own tempo and on his own timing. So if Luka can get back, he has to get back. I hope he can get back.
I mean, my thing is, like, that's what you play the game for, right? Every game ain't going to be healthy. Right now, it's late in the year, and nobody's healthy. He has a hamstring injury. Those things do suck. But he got to play for his team. You are Luka. You got to try your best to get on that court. I think any superstar would do that, right? Other players, role players, they're not asked to do these things. The star player, they depending on you, because if he don't play, you know what's going to happen? First round exit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen, they don't even need to come to the game. You already know what's about to happen. So my thing is, yes, they need Luka out there. If he's not out there, first round exit.
They absolutely don't have a choice. I mean, he doesn't have a choice. They're going to be a first round exit if they end. They might still be with him playing. It doesn't matter, because also missing Austin Reeves is something that hurts as well. I think Luka's in a situation where You're having one of the best seasons of your entire career. You can't let this hamper you. You got to go get the treatment that you feel like you need to be able to come back. Will that matter, though, is the question. The Lakers aren't a team that's going to have a unbelievable playoff run this year. They're just not. They're not going to go to a Western Conference Finals, in my honest opinion. I don't think they could beat the Spurs or the Thunder. And also they're not a championship team this year. Now, obviously, they're not thinking like that. Luka's not thinking like that after having the month that he just did. But after that game against the Thunder, Acho, do you think this is smart in any way, given the fact that they don't have a shot to win a title this year? They just don't. I don't want to see him get hurt worse.
The truth of the matter is you can't tell a team with LeBron James, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, and Marcus Smart they don't have a shot. Especially when your coach is as ignorantly arrogant to some degree, which is what's worked out for him, as J.J. Redick. Like, you need that, like, unrealistic expectation. There is no way you can tell J.J. Redick, who put Luka and Austin Reeves in a game down 34 at halftime, and that's why they ended up getting hurt. You can't tell J.J. Redick you don't have a shot. You can't tell LeBron James, who's come back from down 3-1 first time in history in the finals, he doesn't have a shot. You can't tell Luka Doncic, who dragged a Mavericks team to a finals, he doesn't have a shot. And you sure as hell can't tell Defensive Player of the Year formerly Marcus Smart, he doesn't have a shot. I mean, these are all players that are some of the best at what they do, and a coach who has enough arrogance to say, you know what? We can do this. Luka believes if he's back, they have a shot. And I'm crazy enough to believe they can get to the Western Conference Finals with the healthy Luka, a healthy Austin Reeves, a healthy Marcus Smart.
I don't think that's crazy, though. I mean, you talk about Luka. He's won big games without all them other superstars you're talking about.
Correct.
Right? So anything's possible with Luka. I think he's that good. Another thing is he's in the playoffs, he controls the atmosphere. He controls the tempo.
He controls the tempo, yeah.
He controls that tempo. So I don't think so. I think in the playoffs, like every possession matters. And one thing about Luka, in the playoffs, he definitely shows up. So I'm not counting him out at all.
Yeah, no. Well, moving forward, do we want to hit some super chats, Trey, or you got to just move forward?
Yeah, we can. Okay. I do have a couple super chats that we can get to real quick. So Miley, there's like 8 Y's in her name, said, I'm glad Angel Reese is on the list of topics today. I'm surprised the WNBA hasn't been a topic of discussion, especially when they just signed a life-changing CBA deal, which stopped them from going on strike. Definitely glad to see the ladies are going to be able to suit up and not have to be in a lockout. Our guy Benjamin Todd, 5731, shout out to B. Todd, said, I wholeheartedly disagree with Shady. NBA has too many concessions. When the book doesn't tell you the story of the best players in your league, then like the backside of the moon pictures, the season needs to be redacted. Damn. That's a bar. That was nice, B-Todd. That was nice,
bar. Keep going, Trey.
Okay, Miley sent some Canadian dollars.
There we go.
And said, I'm also happy my girl is out of Chicago. They were doing her dirty this season. The worst run franchise that had players sharing lockers with the general public.
Wow.
Now, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sharing lockers with the general public is insane.
I don't believe that.
I'm going to fact check that.
We going to get to that, though, Miley.
I'm going to fact check that. We're going to get to that later.
That's all I got.
All right, moving forward. Look, we have a new national champion in college basketball. Michigan gets it done. Dusty May wins it all in only his second year as Michigan's head coach, the 5th coach in NCAA history to become a champion in his first 2 seasons at a school. Also, much like Michigan, with a year 2 coach, Indiana got the football national championship with Kurt Signetti in year 2. The Big Ten is absolutely on fire right now. Do you guys think they have taken over as the best conference in college athletics?
Man, well, first let me start with Michigan basketball. What Dusty May has done at Michigan does not get talked about enough. 2 years ago, that program was 8-24 under Juwan Howard. You win 27 games the next year, and now you win 36 games this year. An absolutely dominant performance. 5 consecutive tournament games where you score 90+ points. I mean, you are beating teams down like Arizona that we thought, oh, this team is competent. This team is confident, and you just completely undress that team. Then you face UConn with one of the best coaches in all of basketball, college or professional, and you find a way to dominate that game throughout the majority of the game, really holding that lead and holding the confidence of that game. What Dusty May did at Michigan, you can't talk enough about. 36 wins, most in program history, and a program that basketball is known for the Fab Five, and rightfully so. Dusty May just said, you know what? Let me add another chip to the incredible prowess of what Michigan is doing. Think about this for a moment. Michigan has a championship in football within the last 3 years, and now you have a championship in basketball about 2 years later, or 2 calendar years later. Absolute dominance in the 2 biggest sports in college in North America. So kudos to Michigan, kudos to Dusty May, and I got to say it, go blue.
Look, Why you gotta say that?
Yeah, you didn't have to say that.
They're
That was
champions.
crazy.
Little Dusty.
Stand up.
Little Dusty balling though. Give him his credit. In 2 years, chip. That's big. You know what's crazy though? Because I was watching Jalen Rose talking about the best team from Michigan of all time, and they might be it. They might be it. Congrats to Dusty and your team. Did a great job. But the Big Ten is back though.
Yeah, they are.
Like back. And I never really liked the Big Ten for real, but if you look at them, what Michigan's doing, Indiana, what they doing now, Ohio State, what they been doing. And now you add the other teams like the Oregons, even though they haven't won anything, but they're doing really, really well.
Yeah.
So the Big Ten, is super popping right now. And I'm excited.
Yeah.
Just because you never know. You add this team in the conference. You add that team in the conference. And how does it look? Well, damn, it looks real good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for so long, we talked about SEC. But the fact of the matter is, Big Ten is the best football conference. They're proving that.
Yes, they are.
And at the point in which basketball, you never know, because you had Florida last year, you had UConn the year before, you got Michigan this year. So to me, there isn't a conference that just owns basketball. So at the point in which no conference owns basketball, Michigan just got themselves a chip. And if you want to be real, the SEC. Sure, they used to run things. Georgia used to run things. Alabama used to run things. But realistically speaking,
You know why they don't no more though, right?
that NIL opened up.
The NIL.
It
and
levels
it's my
things out.
argument. And I don't want to go to this, but I got to go to
Go
this.
to it.
Nick Saban's a great coach. That's what they say. He's the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah, he is.
Soon NIL came around, and now everybody can get paid. He disappeared. And you see he's the most vocal coach talking about the NIL.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because he really want to coach again. But his scary ass will not come outside.
Jay, that's disrespectful.
He's
Why?
70, bro.
Shady,
He's
that's
70. He's like
disrespectful.
75
Shady,
years old.
Bro, dude, it's all the coaches be old. They love coaching. That's what they do.
Belichick.
Well, Belichick, he 80 with a girlfriend that's 20. They love coaching. But check it real quick.
He's an ass though. Like I don't want to see Belichick coach.
Andy
no
Reid
more.
gonna coach. He's like 80.
That's fair.
That's what
Andy
they
Reid
do.
different.
Keep
though.
cooking, too.
Anyway,
Keep cooking,
the
keep
problem
cooking.
is this. Now that it's an even playing field,
Yep.
and now I can't have that same old Alabama pitch. Come to Alabama. We have the best players in the country.
Best
we won
boosters.
championships. You go to the NFL. Where everybody go to the NFL, coach. Everybody getting paid. Now you want to see one team that's straight dominating. It's over. I look at his last year. I look at the roster of Alabama.
Yep.
I've never seen a wide receiver room look like that. Never. They go for all this first round. So now there's some guys.
Yeah.
The truth is, and the last thing is, I look at, I won't even say, I can say his name. One of my wide receivers that plays, Jordan Addison. He was at Pitt first,
Yep.
doing
He
his
went to
thing,
USC.
right? Blindenkoff, wide receiver award of the year and all
Yep.
that. And then he goes to
SC.
USC.
Yep.
But in the midst of going to USC, he was thinking about going to Alabama. They offered him a nice bag of change. But then USC came and matched it and gave him a little bit more, and he went there. The difference was back then, everybody said, if I had to choose between Alabama and USC's a great place, I'm going to go to Alabama.
Yeah.
That day's over with. So now I'm happy the NIL is here because now it's an even playing field.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. That's what I,
I mean-
said. And truth be told, there's no greater example of that than Indiana. Mark Cuban steps up.
Come on now.
You know
Come
better than
on
I say,
now.
but like Mark Cuban steps up, and all of a sudden Indiana goes from the second worst program in the history of college football to by far and away the best team this year.
Michigan.
Come
on now.
You feel me?
I'm a
Like-
North Carolina fan. They
Yeah.
stole my point guard.
Woo!
Yeah.
And you see what he did tonight?
They're
Yeah.
paying, bro. They're paying.
Is that what it
they paid
was?
the top quarterback in the country
Come
out of high
on.
school $12 million.
Come on,
that's-
man.
Like the Big Ten.
I love
look,
it in the
if we're just
NIL.
being honest though, the Big Ten, in terms of their schools, they have more money than any other conferences do. They do. Like the Michigans, the Indianas, the Ohio States,
Yeah.
the Penn States. They have
there's some
huge
Texas schools
alumni
out there.
bases.
There are.
There's
No.
some Texas schools out
come on
there.
now, Texas,
Texas A&M.
and
And
Texas Tech.
Yeah, Texas Tech.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why those three teams are still competing at the highest
And
level
that
as
would be
well.
nice though.
Yeah.
I think
Tech,
Tech gonna be
gonna be nice.
A&M, and Texas are all going to be really nice this year.
Time out. Sorry.
Where'd he lose you,
Don't
Shady?
say that.
Where'd he lose you? Where'd he lose you?
I'll let you go with the Texas Tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you threw Texas in there.
Oh.
That's no.
Whoa.
No.
Shady, Texas went to the Final Four 2 years running in football.
And what happened?
They lost to Ohio
Did
State
you
during
see
the
what
national
happened?
championship.
Yo, the truth about Texas
You see what happened with Tech?
University is the truth is this.
Oh my
Okay.
Bro, they be super overhyped.
Okay.
All the Texas players be super overhyped. They
Like
do.
who? Like who? Put a name on it. We got accountability in
it's
Speakeasy.
it's so many of them. I mean, God be forever. But my thing is, how's a school like Texas though? For real though, like, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Like, but John Robinson's the best running back in the game.
Of course, went to Texas.
Yeah.
Other than that, who else they got though? Who else they got though? For real though.
Byron Murphy for
Seattle Seahawks had 2 sacks in the Super Bowl. He's flirting with an All-Pro.
Hold up, slow down.
You
He's
know
a second-year
Shady
player.
don't like
If I don't know
talking.
him, he's a second-year player.
Yeah.
He's cool.
He's a young bull.
Oh,
We were bad for a little
all
while.
right, cool.
Young bull.
Cool. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's
Texas,
it?
well,
Is that
Acho
it?
started the.
Is that it?
No, we got a top 10 selected left tackle that looks amazing for the Saints. Kelvin Banks
Banks, a good player.
We got.
Young
He's
player.
a real good player. I'm not
Young
gonna
player.
lie.
He's a
But
young
yeah,
player.
he's a young player.
Okay, sorry.
We just don't have wide receivers like that.
That's it.
We just don't have wide receivers like that.
Okay.
We just don't have wide.
We about to though,
Bro.
Cam Coleman.
Y'all
coming.
got quarterbacks though.
Do they? They got no quarterbacks? Who? They never
We don't have
had
quarterbacks.
ever.
No, we never.
Y'all got more than one really good running.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, Trey, you know what's
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah, we
Trey?
do.
We talking about the
Not
Texas.
really right now, but yeah, we do.
we talking about right now.
All time though, we got some great. We
of
run
course,
it back.
we
You
talking about right now, though.
Trey, he's
What's
trying to
up?
distract. Don't let him distract you.
I'm locked in.
But other than John Robinson, no, they got like they naming like first-year players.
Yeah,
what is this?
Xavier Worthy had 100+ yards in
Earl
the Super
Thomas.
Bowl.
Earl
Xavier
Thomas is
Worthy
great.
It's not like that.
Earl Thomas is a. Earl Thomas should
Jamal
have been first
Charles,
ball.
was he like that?
Oh, they gonna wave it. Oh, they gonna fall like that. That's why.
Can we
It's
focus on right
Acho's
now?
fault. Acho, you started the decade of ass, and that's the reason why we ain't got nobody.
Wait.
No, real talk. We was ass for a decade. It was Acho's fault. No, it wasn't Acho's fault.
I went to a natty, okay? Don't do me like that.
Yeah,
Do not do me like that. But bringing it back to the present, do you all think that the Big Ten, Michigan basketball, Big Ten, Ohio State, Michigan football, Indiana football, is the Big Ten here to stay? Or is
Absolutely.
this like a 3-year, this is cool?
Because of
running
what
it out, they running
Shady
it.
said, NIL is now the biggest factor, right? And they not only know how to do it at a very high level,
Yep.
they're very smart. They're meticulous about the way they do it. The reason why Indiana has completely turned everything around, he got a bunch of transfers from JMU, but
on
now
now.
this past offseason, they had the influx of transfers and whatnot. And what did they get? Talented experience from all across the country. Ohio State, you saw them do it 2 years ago. Michigan, because of NIL, got to get like 17 4th or 5th year guys back on their roster to win the championship in 2023. They know how to use it at a very high level, and the rest of the country is trying to adapt. And like you said, with the Nick Saban thing, I will agree with you on one point. He's the greatest coach of all time. It's not even a question. But
I don't know about
the
that.
one thing that I will agree with you on is the Nick Saban model is dead in
Yeah,
college football.
that's true.
Paying to get the best recruiting class out of high school and playing them out there, no, that's not what you do now. Now you try to get old through the transfer portal, and you stay old. You have the guys that you still recruit out of high school that can go develop and do stuff. Think of D'Angelo Pons, the cornerback out of Indiana that had a great year.
Yep.
Wide receiver that they had, Charlie Baker. They have a bunch of guys that were solid. But now with NIL, you have the ability to get guys that are talented, experienced, come in, and when you have good coaching as well, which the Big Ten has always
my
had.
question. Here's my question, because Shady, I want you to chime in on this. I want to push back. Is the NIL good for sports in the sense that back in the day, Shady knows this better than anybody. You have to recruit, you have to develop, you have to coach.
Yep.
Now you have to have money.
Yeah.
Like recruiting, developing, coaching. No,
To win, you have to coach, though.
Money.
Nah, but you gotta coach, though.
But
You gotta
here's what I
coach.
mean.
You gotta coach.
I do not know how great. And apologies if I'm tripping. I don't exactly know how great the Texas Tech football coach is. I don't know. He hasn't done anything at previous levels. It's not like
He's
he
a high
was
school
some
football
esteemed,
coach,
right? It's not
yeah.
like he's some
Yeah.
esteemed coach. I know how much money they have, right? Indiana's coach, one of the greatest coaches right now.
Yeah,
Kurt
he's a-
Signetti, he's phenomenal.
he's
coach.
always been a winner.
And he's always been a
Yeah.
winner,
Okay.
JMU, etc.
Right.
But when I think about Texas Tech, I don't know, and Dusty May, shout out to him, Shady's educating me now on the players they've acquired. When I think about Tech, I'm like, is the football coach great, or do they just have deep pockets? Dusty May took over for Juwan Howard. Dusty May, is he national championship great? Like, is he better than UConn's basketball coach? Like, UConn's coach is crazy nice.
He just beat him.
Or is it we have deeper pockets?
Yeah, but I mean, no, because even in any sport, right? You get these monster teams, right? And it's everybody's great,
Yeah.
and they sometimes still lose. I played on a team that was
true.
the what they call
dream
them?
team,
The dream
if you
team.
will.
We didn't win, so I think coaching does matter. Signetti, I don't care who we got. He's a winning coach. He's always been a winner. Google him. You heard what he said. So my thing is like you need good coaching, but
Yeah.
to go back to you though,
Uh-oh.
I think it's harder now than it was back then. Because back then, you knew where all the top recruits were going. You knew it.
Yeah.
That's why Alabama's all good every single year. That's the truth. All the best running backs, all the best linemen. You get all these top players. Until they go to the pros, then it's the best versus the best, and they all don't really plan out the same way like that. But anyway, in college they all do well. So my thing is now we getting paid. Because a lot of these teams and players was getting paid before the NIL.
Correct.
A lot of them my homeboys I got that played at Alabama was getting paid under the table.
Yep.
Now the difference is now it's legal and everybody's getting paid. And now you see them top tier teams, it's not going to be the same like they used to be. That's the truth.
No, I agree with Shady on that 100% because players have always been they've always been paid. It's just happened under the table. So I think coaching matters even more now because what's been the NIL money is just now above the table. That's it. They always were getting paid below. So I think coaching matters in the sense of like, look at somebody like John Calipari with UK. Always had talent. Always had talent.
That's a great point.
Always had the best players in the game. But when he had to actually coach, he got exposed. So money's only going to go so far. So is Dusty May as good of a coach as Dan Hurley? No, I don't think we can say that yet. But is he a good coach? Absolutely. And will he continue to be a good coach? Yes. And does the money help? Also, yes. But I don't think you can just say
you have to be able to coach to get the team.
Yes, you can't just have money and be good.
There's been crazy talented
coaching
rosters,
matters more.
To coach.
More so even in college than it does at the professional
level. You got game plans. You got all type of. I think about like even getting developed. Like there's so much that goes into football. That's why I don't give everybody my opinion about football because it's like I'm not wasting my time because you don't know. But it goes so much of scouting, game plan, some of the assistants that's in there calling plays, doing different things. So it's so much that goes into it. Money is one part of it, yes, for sure. It's easy to coach. You got a guy like Jeremiah Love or Jeremiah Smith. Yeah. So it makes it easier. But you still got to coach the guys. How can we get him open? How can we game plan to get him going? So all that stuff does matter.
That's well said. Kieran, keep it pushing, G.
No, actually, we do have a super chat.
Talk to me.
We have a super chat I want to get to. It's by Central. I'll let you say it.
The one from Central Cash?
Yeah. Let's go and talk about it.
We got a $50 super chat from Central Cash.
Your girl gonna get on you, G.
Listen, man.
What your girl tell you about dropping $50 super chat?
He ain't cheap. I know he ain't cheap.
That's facts.
Yeah, listen. Central Cash said, stop ducking the smoke, Carebear. I had to send a $50 super chat to get you to join the Discord. And I have more love for this show than you. I'm in the community and in the building without being in the building.
He said you Drake on the
Here's
Discord.
The link. He sent you the link
What's
to your own
Discord? What's going on with it?
Uh-oh.
Snap.
Live on show.
Snap.
Live on
Take
show.
the single. Take the single, Taylor.
Oh, and the slow zoom. Here we go.
There it is.
So what happens?
All right, moving to the next.
What's going on in the Discord?
Let's go break it down.
So
I don't know either.
So I'm currently the only one up here that is in the Discord. That's my job. I parlay with the, amongst the crowd, the people, the audience, all of the things. They've been asking y'all three to get in the chat. Now they know it's most realistic to chip away at Care Bear to get in the Discord. So they've been chipping and chipping and chipping.
I'll be busy.
Adding them, mentioning them, all the things. But they've been slandering them too. You've heard a couple super chats where they like, get your fat ass in the Discord, or stuff like that.
You got to come and be real respectful at this point.
Yeah, and so
I thought Discord was for them to play Madden. No.
Yeah. That's part of it. So it kind of looks like Kieran's stalling a little bit.
Look, Karen, I don't know what you got going on if you're nervous or not, but don't worry about it. I'm your big bro. I'll take it. I play Madden too though, and I don't play for free. But y'all on the Speakeasy, y'all spend a lot of money, so I'll play off for free.
That's fair.
But I don't really lose. I don't really be losing like.
But Kieran said he'll dust you though in the Madden.
He don't want to bet. He just.
We can put something down on it.
We got to set it up, bro.
What you want to bet?
We got to set it up. We gonna get it.
They talk a lot. What you want to bet?
We can bet 100 on it.
That's it.
$100. I know what both of
Shady
y'all
ain't
made.
gonna waste his time with $100.
Yeah, first off, Trey, you pocket watching. Second off,
know what
you
both
shut
y'all
up.
made.
Gotcha, I'm gonna put 1,500 just light on the Tuesday on something. Come on, now. On the PrizePicks
35 pieces.
Promo code Speakeasy.
35.
Yeah.
That's fair.
350 at least, Kieran.
350. What?
350.
You can tell.
What do y'all think? Bro, I'm not made of money like that, bro. What y'all talking about?
Yeah, let's bet 350.
That's in the middle. 300 between 300 and 500. You said
Nobody says 50 and they just bet 300, 400.
All right.
100. We bet 100.
So you're not.
So you're not
confident.
that confident.
I ain't playing for
I'm not.
$100.
I'm not, bro.
I ain't
You're not
playing
paying.
for
What's the minimum?
He
I
said
said
3 to 5.
3
He
to
said
5.
3 to 5.
It'd be fine. It'd be for charity. 300, 500. It'd be charity. Come on.
Yeah, write it off, Kieran.
You got
Kieran, I know
We'll
what
go
you
300.
mean.
We'll go 300.
You're single now.
We'll go 300 on it.
You don't got a girl you got to spend your bread on.
He said he's
Like,
single now.
you losing your weight. You're not eating as much food. Like,
That is true.
You got more
You
money in
saving
your
a lot
pocket,
of money.
bro.
He
He's
said
good.
eating them food
You saving a lot of money. You saving a lot of money,
He
bro.
said you don't eat that much food.
Saving a lot of money is crazy.
How you say that's fine though? You don't eat that much food no more. Like
I'm saying he
That
said
is
he-
money I was spending though. Like, no,
that boy was eating good.
No bullshit. Yeah, that was.
Kieran, move the topics on, bro.
Look, man, we got to talk about some NFL news. Lamar Jackson arrived for the first day of the Ravens
Jackson
offseason
Jackson.
training program, sporting the I Love Jesus hoodie, smiling
good
and
hoodie.
whatnot. He also participated in these workouts with Derrick Henry also present. You see him sprinting, getting that off-season work in with the catapult sports bra for whatever reason. I don't know why that's shaped that way. But
Oh, yeah.
the big news of the day wasn't this. It was the fact that Dan Orlovsky
Oh, God.
went on television and had this to say. I'll let you guys take a listen. Wow, that's really loud. There you go.
What should be Lamar's prime. And I'm not going to overreact to him not being there. Maybe he gets there in the next day or two, but it certainly sounds like that's not going to be the case.
He ended up showing up about 20 minutes after he said this. What does this mean for Lamar Jackson, though? Showing up for the first time, I think, in his career, maybe since...
Man, let me say this. ESPN, stop hanging my guy Dan Orlovsky out there to dry, bro. Like this, the producers set Orlovsky up. The showrunner, EP, set Orlovsky up. Orlovsky's researchers set Orlovsky up. And then Orlovsky, you set yourself up by actually going out there and saying it. Like, these ESPN execs are out here making Orlovsky take all these bullets for no reason. Researcher, how you gonna have Dan out there saying Lamar's not at the facility when you don't know if practice has started yet or not? Producer, why are you making it a topic? Whoever's running graphics, don't even run the lower third. Now Dan Orlovsky out here catching strays, and you know good and well Dan Orlovsky already been catching enough heat. So let me start there because that's just terrible. Like, that's terrible by ESPN. Unfortunate for Orlovsky. It's really a researcher issue and it's a producer issue. So just terrible by what they got going on, and that's why y'all rock with the Speakeasy. Salute to y'all. Keeping it pushing. I love this for Lamar. This is gigantic. This is leadership at its finest by Lamar Jackson. Being there at OTAs is more integral to winning than a play call on first down. Being there at voluntary workouts lets everybody in the building know I'm willing to work just as hard as you, 53rd person on the depth chart, 90th person on the depth chart. Even though I am the first person on the depth chart, I will grind like the 90th person on the depth chart. Jesse Minner, you've never been a coach before? I got your back. You've never run a program before? I, Lamar Jackson, have your back. I am going to make sure you know I am all in. Whatever you need, I'm here for it. Lamar ain't got to be there. He ain't got to be there because it's not punishable. He ain't got to be there because he's making enough money. And he ain't got to be there because it's not mandatory. So Lamar Jackson being there is a huge step in the right direction. And it's not even for Lamar. Lamar being there is huge for Minner. Lamar being there is huge for the OC. Lamar being there is huge for wide receiver number 3 and wide receiver number 4. Lamar being there is huge for running back number 3, your linebacker number 3, who's like, dang, if Lamar here, I gotta be here. To me, this is a culture-defining moment for the Jesse Minter Baltimore Ravens. Kudos to Lamar Jackson, man.
let me ask you a question before we start, because Dan always has a lot to say about certain quarterbacks. If Lamar was in the locker room, was hanging out after workout, he's like, yo, you see what Dan said about you? What you think he would, what he say about Dan?
That's the dude that ran out the back of the end zone and
that
with
what
the
the first
safety.
thing he
Yeah,
said?
that's probably the
Okay.
first thing he said. I don't know. I mean, like, that's
Because I'm just
kinda
thinking, like,
tough.
I'm wondering, like, what he would say. I'm just thinking, like, how that would go. But anyway.
I do agree. Acho, though. I think he was kind of set up. He very
Set
clearly had bad
up.
intel. Yeah.
Set.
Yeah, but it seemed like he set up a lot, though.
That's the problem.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the problem.
And then sometimes I come up like, yo, why is it you to always... Anyway.
Yeah, they
I think
always
he
set
trusts
up.
his researchers a little too much.
Set.
No, but I mean, it's just like...
Like Dan can't
Like
afford.
I don't be saying like Steve Young be saying stuff like I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't be saying like Tony Romo. It's just
Yeah.
like, but it's
But,
you.
but the other problem, though, 2-5 is overexposure. ESPN gonna
He's
use
on
them on
there
First
every
Take,
day, yeah.
gonna use them on NFL Live, gonna use them on McAfee. I just named 3 shows
know,
off top.
But I hear that, but I'm just saying like you don't ever hear Peyton Manning. You don't ever hear him say Tom Brady. It's like you'll never hear none of them guys say stuff like that.
They're also not as seen or given as many takes.
But what I'm saying is, you never hear him say it.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
10 takes or 2, they never do that. And it's like, why you always? And you don't even have to. But I will say this about Lamar. Let's stick to the basics.
Yep.
I love it for Lamar though, because you want your leader to be out there doing all the things. Like, if I'm a new coach and I'm trying to get my message across to the players, right? Everybody might not take my word because I'm a new coach.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not no big name guy. But when Lamar Jackson does it, it sends messages to the whole team. Like, damn, you know what? Let's focus in. Let's lock in with coach. And Lamar Jackson at workouts. And these workouts ain't like hard. These like the very voluntary workouts, right? Where most of the superstars don't come to. Like, I never came to these workouts. But the quarterbacks always did. And if a quarterback say, yo, Shady, we working out, I need you here. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there because it's who's telling me. Now, if another player's like, yo, too far, I was like, whoa, my man. I'm on vacation. I'm in these streets. But if the quarterback call, I'm definitely going to be there because it's a different type of calling. So I love that for Lamar Jackson. Everything they say about him, he's proven them wrong. Yeah. This shows true leadership right here.
Facts. I mean, I think everything, though. I think there's no question on Lamar as a leader. Even last year, whenever they ended up removing the games from the locker room and whatnot, and he was just like, that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. We weren't focused enough. I think he's a dude that actually steps into that role.
He a real
and
dude.
we'll take that. He's a real dude at the end of the day.
His
best friend is Kodak Black. You know he real.
This, to me, though, is huge because, Shady, if you're willing to go there, you've told the story of Chip Kelly's first day in Philly. I think he wanted us to have practice. You either had a wedding, you might have had a funeral. I forget. You had something of importance.
Had a wedding.
You make a homeboy's wedding.
My homeboy's his dad died.
Yes.
He had a funeral.
Yep.
And I said, Coach, I can't make it to your first day. And he was like, he made a big deal about it. And I guess I understand why, but it was somebody's death. Now, obviously, I didn't go to the practice. But he was saying, like, yo, this is my first meeting, and I need my star captains there. You know, and it meant a lot, you know, because, like, if everybody's in the locker room and I'm not, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, so imagine if it's the quarterback doing it.
Yeah.
So I get the point.
Yeah.
I think a death is a good excuse.
Yeah.
You know.
But that I'd say that story to say, like, coaches and quarterbacks know how important a first impression is, man.
That's true.
You don't get a second chance at a first impression, bro, and a first impression is a lasting impression. So the fact that, like, Lamar didn't used to go to OTAs. Y'all remember the last couple years under Harbaugh, Lamar wasn't at these voluntary workouts because, and Shady will attest to it, there's no point from a physical perspective. You not getting faster, you're not getting stronger, you're not getting in more shape at these workouts. You are better off going to a private workout, working out with your homeboy and your old college strength coach. They will get you more right than these team workouts can get you. So Lamar being there isn't about him. Lamar's not getting faster. He's not getting stronger. He's not getting in better shape. Lamar being there, it's about the Baltimore Ravens.
But you know else, another thing that's big there is they're in a whole new offense.
Yep.
Right? It's a whole new offense. So now I want to be there to learn with our teammates. Like when Tom Brady came to the Bucs, he was there early because it was a new offense for him. I'm with new players. I'm in a new scenery. I got new guy here, new guy there. And I want to make the point where, hey, man, let's get this thing together. So now I'm sure after they work out, they go into the film room, watching tape, learn the offense, doing this, doing that. I'm sure doing a lot of different things now that they got a new thing going on down there.
And you know who, I just realized this. Remember, the Ravens offensive coordinator is 29-year-old Declan Doyle.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears on his staff.
Like passing game coordinator.
Passing game, exactly.
The old tight end back in the day? No.
Ooh, fact check that. I don't know if it's him. I just know he's a 29-year-old young bull. So he's trying to install an offense. He's never really called plays.
Well, he got hair
and so is he coming from the Bears? So if you're him, if you're Doyle, you're like, man, you need Lamar Jackson there.
He's our offensive coordinator, but yeah.
Like this is not Todd Monken's offense anymore. This is a 29-year-old who's wide-eyed. Just like, yo, I don't know what the hell. You're now, think about this, bruh. You're coordinating Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. You have two of the most talented players at their positions in the history of the game, and they're under your 29-year-old tutelage. Who should be most thankful is Doyle. Because Doyle's the one who like, okay, now I feel good about this. Kieran, bring in the fan perspective. How much does this matter to you as a fan? How much does this matter to you? Like if you're the fan of this team.
To my quarterback show up for like non-voluntary workouts, I think it's huge. Especially with the coaching change. I think it's especially just like being there, seeing him and Derrick Henry there. It's a very encouraging sign. Do I think that makes like a grand, big, huge difference on what the season is going to end up being? No, but it's good to see that my quarterback's committed to going out there and winning football games and having the same getting that familiarity with his teammates. I think
you'll take small wins. I call these small wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, but real quick, the other day I was running around and his fan jumped out on me. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Yo, man, 2'5", you too tough on Karen." I'm like, "What you mean?" He said, "Dog, you telling me that dude that big, that quick, that athletic?" I'm thinking like, hold up. Karen, that quick and athletic? He said, "You tell me if he played 1980s."
1980s? I'm getting tortured.
Or 1920s.
I said 1920s.
He want to be a dog? I look at this dude, I said, "No, I don't think so, no." So, question. The poll, did I win the poll?
Which one? The 1920s?
If you didn't play,
it was like 50-50.
It was split at 50-50. The poll ended.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Can I say this?
I had to add a new poll. Yeah, it ended at 50-50.
The average size of a man, an adult man back in 1920.
Yeah.
First off, black people not playing. Second off, the average weight of a man back then, because they was eating canned cricket ass and spam.
Vienna sausages.
It was the Great Depression, brother. They was lighting the ass. You line me up at a 3-tech. I'm taking on doubles and throwing a little ass out.
Yeah.
See, this is
and this
is what I'm saying. You can tell the way he's talking that he never played no football. You can tell he's talking. It ain't that easy though. Because when a dude's so much bigger than you in football, we gonna take his knees out. They'll do all type of stuff to you. That's how I'm telling you that if he played in 1920s,
saying that now though, that was
Karen's ass. I'm telling you.
There's no shot in the world.
He gonna be tired, coach.
There's no shot. Tired. Yes. Tired, I would give you tired.
That's part
I would give you tired. No. Because they're 165.
But for them 2 plays that you in the game,
bro. I'm throwing a little ass on
anyway,
somewhere.
It's funny. A fan came to me.
That
hey,
was
real quick,
hilarious.
You think you would kill too?
not in football, but in basketball, yeah.
In basketball, yeah.
So you gonna kill him in basketball too?
No. I'm saying in basketball.
So basketball, you gonna kill him?
I mean, I'm not bad at basketball.
In 1920.
Yeah, I went back and watched Bob Cousy highlights. I would destroy Bob Cousy one-on-one.
Bro,
it wouldn't even be close, bro.
That sounds
It
crazy.
would not even be close, Shady.
So, real quick, you telling me you never played high school basketball?
No, listen, I played all through college. I just didn't play for the team. I always hooped. I didn't like the politics of sports.
So you never played like regulated basketball, correct?
In high school or college, correct.
All right,
so Cousy got a little thing.
So you
Y'all not gonna do this.
Bob Cousy got a little.
Talk about. So you
Bob Cousy got a little game to him.
He look
Hell no, Dre. Bob Cousy giving you that work, Dre. Hell no. Hell no, Dre. Hell no. Bob Cousy is.
Hold on.
Trey, Bob Cousy is triple double on your head, bro.
Look at Bullet Bob.
Look at him.
Hell nah, bro.
Yeah, hold it real quick.
Nah,
Trey.
I'm not gonna lie. This
And
last
those
clip,
black. They're black too.
but this last clip is nasty though. This right here looks like that one kid that got on the basketball court that you had to pick up. That's the
Bro.
This one, yeah.
Bro can't even put the ball in his left hand. And you telling me I'm not going to destroy him? Come on, Shady. Stop playing, bro.
I was going to get the stats right. I just want to know what's going on. Because he look good to me.
Bob Cousy look all right.
Wait, real quick. Put that in the chat. Since you're doing it on chats and all that, and Discords. Look, you telling me that you never played no regulated high school or college basketball.
Bro.
And hold on.
Go ahead.
You never played no high school or college basketball, and you telling me that you will kill Bob Cousy. That's what you telling me?
I'm telling you right now
that makes sense.
That intramural runs at IU were way too competitive for Bob Cousy, bro.
Look good to me, dog.
Man, Bob Cousy.
Can you put that in the chat?
Bro, I'll put a poll in the chat. But we all looking at the same bullshit.
You talking about a professional player though?
I'm not gonna lie, dude dribbling down the court the entire time like this. It's
bro,
like, it's,
he can't even dribble with his head
Nobody
up.
was picking him.
Nobody
was stealing his stuff.
What about the
You know why? You know why nobody was picking on him? Because they just worked a 12-hour shift 5 minutes before tip-off, bro.
And you was just running socials.
Yeah,
you
listen,
think you really go straight from social trader?
I sure am.
Hell nah,
I
bro.
sure am. I'm gonna jump right off the couch, lace my hyper dunks up, and go crush Bob Cousy.
I hear you. On pure size and athleticism, I'm destroying them 1920s football players.
Bro,
I'm really upset, bro.
Now, if you had said something like Pistol Pete, I got nothing for a pistol. I got nothing for a pistol, bro.
We talking about See, this is what I'm saying about fans and professionals.
Yeah.
We talking about professional ball players.
Yeah.
This ain't
From
some
60 years ago, 80, 70 years
Bro,
ago.
almost
Like,
80 years ago, bro.
The reason why kids can do stuff that people 30, 40,
That
50
never
years
played
ago,
high
like,
school,
Kieran,
though.
for the sake of the show, we got to move. We got to move.
bro,
You're on the
that's
time
nasty.
crunch. Trey, you got to drop that poll, though.
that's funny. I'm not gonna lie. He did surprise
Bob
me.
Cooley was, bruh.
Cooley's
Bob
nice.
Cooley was
Man,
nice.
he was doing a bunch of
I'm not
shiny
gonna lie.
object over here.
Him
Ooh.
doing this and then just putting the ball behind his back to pass it.
Whoop-de-doo. I was doing that shit in elementary
that
school,
was some
bro.
whoop-de-doo
In the
ass.
church
Yeah,
league, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
That shit not
It just
impressive,
looked,
bro.
it just looked good in the
Still
old
said the
time.
church
Oh,
league.
Not the church league.
All right,
Come on,
look, we have to keep it pushing. Big news out of the W today is Angel Reese was traded to the Atlanta Dream.
Atlanta?
Per Taylor
Shit.
Rooks, Chicago side traded away Angel Reese in her prime. She was a 2025 Unrivaled Champion, 2024 Rookie of the Year runner-up behind Caitlin Clark, two-time All-Star, two-time rebounding champion, averaging a career triple-double with 5.2 million Instagram followers. I think that actually does matter in the W. Also, ticket prices for the Atlanta Dream are already exploding for the 2026 home opener after the Angel Reese trade. They've surged from $38 to $68, and this was hours ago. We don't know where they're at currently. Fellas, how do we feel about the Angel Reese trade? And also, who's more important to WNBA growth? Is it Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark?
See, you trying to start something with the Caitlin Clark conversation?
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't want to
That's
bring.
what we're
I
doing.
ain't even talking about that.
It was an
That's-
Acho idea.
'cause that's obvious.
Damn.
That's obvious. But real
Sold
quick,
my man out.
why she got accolades? Why they put up runner up though? What the people do they do that? The runner up or the Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
They do it in the NBA.
They don't like it. Don't mean nothing.
don't mean
Well, I say I don't know why they did. Anyway, but I love this for her though. Because they put her in Atlanta where she is culture. You talk about culture and a definition, it is Angel Reese. You talk about somebody that plays with passion, aggressive. She's very, very good and talented, and she expresses herself on the court a certain way that we all can understand. So I love her going to Atlanta. I think it will help them out for sure, and I think it helps her brand out. It makes her a bigger player. It's going to be a million superstars to come out there and watch her play, and that only big ups the player and the team. So I love this move. I'm not sure why they traded her because she is so viable, so big time on and off the court.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that move, but I'm sure Atlanta's going to love it for sure.
Acho, what you think?
Man, I don't know how I feel about it because Angel Reese has started to become a dominant sports figure in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Angel Reese had the Chicago. Caleb Williams was out there at the games. Like, she had also started to bring out the celebrities in Chicago. Now, to Shady's point, Atlanta is quite literally the mecca of black entertainment, right? That is where if you're doing TV shows out there, BT headquarters is out there. Tyler Perry has a studio out there, along with living out there, and he's one of the biggest black television moguls and influencers of the culture in regards to what they're doing out there. So, I do like it, but to me, at this young of a stage in somebody's career who's changing the game, Kieran, they can't move around too much. Magic and Bird, they stayed in Los Angeles, they stayed in Boston. Like, if you start trying to move people around too much when they are literally changing, revolutionizing, catapulting the public viewership of the league, not necessarily the game, but the public viewership of the league, I don't want to fragment it. Michael was in Chicago, Bird was in Boston, Magic was in LA. Three pillars of America, three completely different aspects of America, and they were there. And the league completely transformed. I don't now wait. I thought Angel played for Chicago. Wait, now she plays for Atlanta. Wait, but I was just starting to learn the Chicago play. Wait, now I got to learn the Atlanta. It's not great for the growth of the league, but I like it for Angel because she's just going through another hub.
I think she's that good of a player and that big of a personality on and off the court. Well, that's not going to matter. You look at guys like Charles Barkley. He moved around when he was young. He moved around. You look at Shaquille O'Neal.
But did they transform the league?
Shaquille O'Neal did. Shaquille O'Neal did. From breaking backboards to having personalities to having him on commercials, movies. Shaquille was huge. And he moved around. He was young. And he went from Orlando to LA. So I don't care about that part moving around. I think she's that big of a personality and she's that good. And I think where she's going, they're going to big her up too. You going to Atlanta, you a superstar? That's a dream. You get what I'm saying? She's every star you name is going to be there with her. You're going to see her in so many different movies, commercials. I look at how Michael Vick was, right? She's like the next Michael Vick out there. So I love what she got going on. You know, she got a nice look to herself, nice personality. She plays tough, and she's very passionate. that fits well into the Atlanta culture.
No, I think it's actually huge for the Atlanta culture, like you said. I think she fits there more than she ever did Chicago. Now, I will say this though.
You think though?
Absolutely. What?
I mean, I'm not gonna act like
she's the most, bro. If we're being honest here, she's probably the most influential modern day black basketball player.
Easy.
Modern,
easy. That's what I'm saying. So for her to be in Atlanta, that's huge.
I just think Chicago is a huge city too, though. I'm not gonna act like Chicago's not.
If we're being honest, I think this is also strategic by the W. You're not letting the second most popular player in your league get traded.
Who's the first?
Caitlin
Clark.
It's
Come on,
Caitlin.
that's
Come on
easy.
now. That was the answer to the question that you wanted to get into further. But look, you're not trading the second most popular player in the league without there being some sort of rhyme or reason. I think she fits more in Atlanta. I think culturally it's bigger in Atlanta. I think she also complements the other two superstars that they have on that team. I think Ryan Howard also on that team. They were already kind of teasing this a couple of days ago, which makes me think this wasn't as crazy of an idea. That it wasn't as crazy of a trade as people are making it out to be. I think Angel was very aware of it as well. I think it's a situation where it fits for both parties. Chicago, it just wasn't. It wasn't giving, if you will. You know what I mean? I think Atlanta.
I'm surprised this wasn't bigger. Like I didn't really hear a lot about this. Like this is a big deal. I feel like.
Well, it happened in National Championship Day.
Oh yeah, right.
News today.
You
talk to me.
Cause you kind of like was like, huh? I'm sorry. The biggest player of all time in women's basketball is Caitlin Clark, though. The biggest women, period, is Caitlin Clark. You do agree with that?
I think that Caitlin Clark is the most notable women's player. Caitlin, I like to say Lisa Leslie, but I'm biased. But Caitlin Clark. But here's what I will have to acknowledge.
Leslie.
I'm biased. That's the homie.
Why you being biased?
That's the homie.
Let's be honest.
I'm acknowledging,
I don't know your homies.
My bias.
I know that she been playing for years, and nobody was watching that back then.
Correct. Here's what I will say, though, about Angel, which we have to acknowledge here in the Speakeasy.
Okay.
Yep. Accountability. They both benefited from each other.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I won't say they both needed each other, because I don't think Caitlin needed Angel Reese. Caitlin's game was her game.
Caitlin's bigger because of Angel, though.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Because when you think about the racial component, changed everything.
Well, that's always going to be racial.
Exactly right. Bird Magic benefited from each other. The Great White Hope, right? They benefited from each other. So to me, I can't talk about the growth of women's basketball without Angel Reese. I can't talk about the growth of the rapid explosion of Caitlin Clark's fame without Angel Reese.
They both help each other out.
Yeah, and I can't talk about Angel Reese without Caitlin. I won't do that.
But I do think
I won't do that.
Before all this and all that, like I never really watched women's basketball. Like most people. That's why the numbers were down.
Yep.
But I see this little white girl playing against South Carolina, and they're all bigger, faster, and stronger.
Talk about it.
And she shooting threes from half court. I'm like, is that Steph Curry? I'm like, oh my God. I couldn't wait to watch her play because, especially growing up in the hood, one of my good friends I had, his name was Brian Morris. He would come uptown, right? He'd be the only white kid on the court, and he used to be serving us. You know what I mean? And that was like, that's like impressive because you never see that. You see a white kid on a court with all black kids, you gonna try bullying. You gonna try, and it don't work. I watched Caitlin Clark. It's the same thing, and I think she has that effect of going against, because most sports, especially in America, if it's basketball or football, are dominated by blacks. You know what I mean? And for her to be the most dominant, and you playing at Iowa, I mean, that many good players at Iowa she's playing with, and then to see that, and then the way she was playing, she was looking like Steph Curry. And I think that's how I started loving her. And then you add the Angel Reese to it, and the back and forth, right? That also made it even bigger. But we gotta say though, because I hate when people get that mixed up. The way the girl played her, because with her game, the racial stuff helped out for sure, but her game is what got a lot of people watching that thing. Yeah. Because her game was like that.
But you know what's crazy? I think her game was 30 to 40% of the viewership. I think the tension was the other 70 or 60%. Because to me, Juju plays a very exciting game.
Hold up.
Juju plays. She does. I'm just saying, Juju plays a very exciting game.
But Juju's an African American girl, right? That most, if I ask you the top 5 best players in basketball, they're gonna be black.
Yeah.
History or right now?
In general, in life. What you mean?
NBA or W? Because that matters.
W.
Because Breonna Stewart, they got some cold white girls. Tarasi,
so if we go to all If we go to all the best of all time, because you say Lisa Leslie, I'm gonna say Candace Parker. I can start naming people. The chick from
Maya Moore.
Yeah, Maya Moore. Brianna's up there.
But then I'm putting Brianna up there. Brianna's in the top 5.
Brianna had 4 straight natties.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But if you ask, right? Because
the majority are yes.
It's 3-2.
Yeah, you're right. Deanna. Oh yeah.
Probably
Diana
Sue Bird or
Taurasi.
Diana Taurasi.
Diana Taurasi. Not Sue Bird, but
yeah, like,
but I'll probably say Maya Moore over all of them though. Because Maya Moore was like crazy.
Maya Moore was unbelievable.
But Brianna Stewart was crazy.
Brianna
Stewart was Kevin Durant.
Maybe even better.
You take her over Maya Moore? I'm just asking. I'm trying to figure this out.
Maybe
She
because
take her over Candace Parker too.
Maybe because Brianna Stewart had a 3-ball.
Man, who tripping?
Yeah, I mean, Brianna.
I mean, you can look up the numbers. She's amazing.
Brianna is unbelievable.
CP nice too though.
But
did she win MVP or rookie year?
Who, Brianna Stewart?
No, Candace Parker.
Yeah.
Did
she dunking and all that?
Yeah. I think Candace Parker.
Brianna Stewart was crazy.
G Stewart is nice.
Brianna Stewart drugged me out of college to go watch a women's game in college.
Maya Moore came into the league and won 4 natties.
I don't care about that.
4 championships.
Y'all talking about Maya Moore is the truth.
Maya Moore.
I'm taking Maya Moore over all of them.
We said Maya, Candace, Lisa. I said put Stu in there.
Brianna deserves to be in that conversation.
Not deserve. She is.
She is in that conversation.
She deserves to be. Pull up Brianna Stewart, and then let's just make sure everybody.
Candace Parker did win MVP or rookie year.
Pull up Brianna Stewart and make sure everybody gets real respectful on this show.
You said Sue Bird.
Yeah, Sue Bird or Taurasi. One of those two.
You're not burying Maya Moore.
Yeah.
What?
No, Brianna
Stewart got 3 rings, and she won 4 national championships in college.
Okay, we can't also just go off of accolades
because Maya Moore's career was shorter.
Go off game. Brianna Stewart's game is
crazy.
Maya Moore is.
We're not arguing Maya Moore. Maya Moore's there.
They're both great. We're saying they're the same conversation.
No, y'all are arguing that Brianna Stewart is better than Maya Moore.
No, we're not saying that.
Okay,
we're saying that they're both in the same conversation.
Okay, I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Another thing, Juju. I'm taking Juju over her too.
Juju who? Smith-Schuster?
Juju, are you taking Juju over who?
Over who? He's not. He's talking about Juju Smith. He's talking about the football player.
Over who though?
He's talking about the football player.
Over who?
He's talking about the football player.
I will say this though. At the same time in college though,
Yard.
I think Paige Beckers is a better player than Caitlin Clark. I do. I think she's better. I think
that's an argument people have.
I think she has been at all 3 levels too. But like,
that's his opinion.
That's an opinion that I don't.
She didn't play at UConn where everybody, all these All-Americans with her. She played at freaking Iowa.
No facts. I mean, they had a decent enough team. But like, I will say this though, Caitlin and Angel, they do complement each other in a huge way, though, too. Yeah. You need that adversary. You need that other, like, regardless of whoever's greater and whatnot at the end of the day. Also, Angel kind of gets passed over in terms of what she's done on the basketball court. She really developed coming into this past season, was a much better offensive player, averaging a double-double. She's a really, like, a top-tier forward in the game.
She played a great lead.
Here's why I don't want to hear that. Here's why I don't want to hear that. Not because y'all are wrong. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear that because we don't talk about those players in the W. Neko Gumike. We don't talk about Neka. No. We only talk about Brittany Griner because she could dunk. We don't talk about players like average.
You talk about superstars in the W though, because most people don't know the rest of the league.
But I'm saying
we don't talk about Jewel Lloyd, but like
we talk about Brianna Stewart's, we talk about the Maya Moores, we talk about the Candace Parkers, we talk about game that's tantalizing to the eyes. Angel Reese's game isn't tantalizing to the eyes. So the only reason we talk about Angel Reese from a basketball perspective, not because of her game, we don't talk about those type of players.
Arike Agumbawale's game is unbelievable.
She can hoop.
And we don't really talk about her, though.
But that's my point.
I know he's
like we're talking about Angel not because like she averages 12 and 10.
No, you're talking about she's
a star, though.
Correct.
She's a star.
She's a star,
yeah.
But she's a star that is also good at the game. Like she's a star off the court as well. But like Aaliyah Boston's game is similar. Like that's both
my point.
They're both big.
And we would never talk about Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, that's true.
In life.
Because she's not a star off the court.
But my point is we're not talking about Angel because of her basketball game. So let's just put that in perspective.
She does both. I don't think it has to be, they're not mutually exclusive. She is a phenomenal personality off the court, and she's also good enough to be talked about on the court.
That's unfair, because then we should talk about other players on the court who play like her. I'm saying I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think if Angel Reese retired today, we would still talk about Angel Reese in perpetuity. Yes. We talk about her not because of basketball. She'd still be at the Met Gala. If she dated somebody famous, We'd still talk about her then.
Yeah.
If she had a podcast episode, people would still watch. We don't talk about Angel because she's a hooper. Not to say she's not a great hooper. She is.
Yeah.
It's just we talk about Angel because
she's not great. She's not a great hooper.
I was being respectful.
She's really good though. She's really good at her position.
I was just trying to be respectful.
I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah,
but see,
I
I'm
get
just
it.
real honest. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna call her great. She's not great. She's a good player. She's a good player.
Yeah.
I think she's a great personality. You know what I mean? I think all of it together makes her the superstar.
She took a really big leap this past year.
She did. She
efficiency
played-
wise.
Yeah, she played better than shit.
It's still she doesn't play an exciting brand of basketball.
No, she doesn't.
And
She
not a
doesn't.
lot of women basketball players play an exciting brand of basketball.
Like for
That's
example,
reality.
like she can't touch Candace Parker like
Sure.
with you know what I mean? But we gonna talk about her
More than CP.
way
Well,
more-
because
we talk more
Candace
about
is
Angel.
game.
We talk more
Candace
about
got famous
Angel
off her game.
Yeah.
bruh.
We talk
Yeah.
more about Angel than we do the best player in the league. And
That's
like
true.
Asia's
That's
the
true.
best
Yeah.
player in the
Ooh,
league
my
by
God.
a long
Yeah.
shot. And
She's so
her
nice.
and Brianna, but like it's we don't even talk about her as much.
Correct.
And it's
Yeah.
like
Hey, and that's my point.
Yeah.
And that's my point.
Angel
It's
fly,
like,
I don't
though.
hate that.
They don't be fly like that. She be fly.
That's facts.
I like stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know,
That's
I like
facts.
fly.
now, look, do you have any super chats? Hit these real quick.
Yeah, we probably should
put the
knock a
poll
couple
up?
of these out if we can. Yeah, I did. Let me see where the poll is
Yeah,
at.
you getting
Like,
cooked.
what are we talking about?
Because Koozi's highlights was crazy.
Also, hold on.
40%.
40% what?
Say what?
Got
Say-
me beating
say-
Kuzi. I'll
So
take 40%.
60% have you losing. You
40
frame it.
40% said they got me beating
So
Kuzi.
And 60
so
said you.
60%
Out of 400 votes,
So
40%
60%
40% of them said that I can beat Kuzi.
So what's the 60% say?
The 60% is a bunch of fucking haters.
Also, hold on. I want to say this though, because I feel real disrespected as well. That's crazy. Bob Cousy stepping over you is absolutely.
And it's just
insane.
not. Listen,
Can I throw something
Central
out there
Cast,
too?
you should have done this, bro.
This is
I'm
getting-
mad
this
at
is
you,
getting
Central
crazy.
Cast, for not
That's-
making this yourself.
that's crazy.
Central
bro.
Cast, you should have done this. Central
is
That's
Cast.
nasty,
actually
bro.
so funny though.
This is
Bob
nasty,
Cousy
bro.
dropped you off. Like if we had a time machine, he dropped you off. You'd never be able to
He
live that
would,
down.
though, dude.
No, he
I-
wouldn't.
okay,
Shady,
also-
he couldn't dribble with two hands. He couldn't dribble with his
Shady,
head
you
up.
disrespecting us a little bit.
He
Too much.
wouldn't
Just
need
a
it,
little
bro.
bit,
You're
bro.
disrespecting us, bro.
Y'all never play high school sports.
Dog.
This is crazy.
Shady,
I'm telling
hold on,
you right now.
real quick.
Hold on. Let me take this.
Okay, go ahead.
There is not a 160-pound man in the world that can stop me from getting to that door.
That's not true.
For you to think that that is true.
how much you
Shady,
weigh?
you couldn't stop me from getting to that door.
Yeah, if he had to get to that door.
Shady, if I had to get to that door, I would get to that door.
That's a big
There's
man.
like you
That's
could
a
not
big,
do
That's
that.
a big
Bro,
fella.
First of
Shady,
all,
I am 6'3", damn near 6'4", 300+ pounds, bro.
And-
You are not holding me from getting to that door.
see, he's doing it again.
What's he doing?
He's
What's he
talking
doing?
like a non-football player.
How so, Shady?
Shady
When am
said
I
he-
ever going to block him one-on-one? You know what I'm saying?
I'm
It's like
saying the
certain
offensive
stuff.
lines were 175 pounds, 180 pounds
but
back in the 1920s.
They're professionals. They got professional
So they
coaches.
double teaming them.
They double teaming. They cut blocking, do all type of stuff. Back
So he's
when
on
we
the
was
game
playing
plan
the
at
league.
You can give me two. I'm definitely on the game plan. I'm wrecking stuff.
You know,
They ain't never let a black
Hey,
person touch them in their life.
Shady, Shady, I
come
got
on,
two
bro.
questions for you. Do you think Bob Cousy could stop Kieran on the football field?
Broncos don't play football.
He's a professional. Answer the question. Do you think Bob Cousy could stop him?
This is a
Because
silly
Bob Cousy
question,
was
bro.
6'1", 175. I can tell you right now, he's got nothing for Kieran on the
See, you
football
do-
field.
and this
Shady,
is-
you
this-
black
this- hold on.
linebackers.
This is a prime example.
Okay.
That's a non-football athletic question.
Yeah.
Why is Bob Cousy plays point guard and basketball? He's not playing football.
Shady.
Because he's 6'1", 175. That's the
Dog.
point that Kieran's making.
Shady,
Bro,
you like-
what I'm
6'1",
saying is,
175
but
has nothing for
the
Kieran.
Football. See, y'all didn't play organized football, and see, I don't understand what I'm saying to you.
Yep.
Like they're gonna work as a unit. You get what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
blocking schemes. So there's not gonna be just a one-on-one guy on him. If he's big like he is, they're gonna
they
take him
slide
out.
into him and stuff.
Yo,
Shady.
another thing is this. Y'all not understanding. He never even been knocked on his knees.
We're gonna
Yes,
have
I
him.
have.
It's gonna happen
What are
when
you
they get
talking
that-
about?
Yeah, now
nigga?
listen,
I played
I'll
football
admit,
growing up. We
When they
played
get that
Nichols
ACL,
Wayne.
what's gonna happen?
wait.
What's gonna happen when they
I'm
got
not
and then
here
they
to defend
cut
the
him?
football take.
You see what I'm
All
saying?
I'm talking about
They
is the
gonna flash
hoop.
No,
out
I'm
and they
not
gonna
talking.
cut him.
Yo, it's funny because y'all talk.
They don't have that skill set though. This is
I didn't know that.
1920s.
Yes, they do.
1920s, they weren't cutting.
It's the
him.
1920s. They weren't
cutting him.
sliding.
They weren't cutting in the 20 Shady.
Bro, in the
We know
20s?
that. I was watching the tape.
We
No,
pulled
ain't no
up
question about it.
the
We talking about
footage.
Yale
We
and
pulled up
Sexton
the
winning.
footage.
Real quick before we move on.
Bro.
Yeah.
So are we trying to compare Karen playing midget churchyard football compared to
Do you
professionals?
think? Do you think?
What are they talking about?
Do you just think in your mind, 2 5'10", 175-pound men could stop a 6'3", 300-pound able-bodied man from reaching that door?
That's never ever played football ever. Yes, you never even played it. You don't know what that
Bro,
shit
I
feel
did
like.
play football, dog.
But
I played
wait,
football in middle
wait,
school.
wait.
But there is.
You're discrediting it. Shady, you black linebackers, you cannot block me from getting to the door.
He said middle school.
Shady, I'm telling you right now, you could not block me from getting to that door. I would throw
cut
you.
though.
How do you know though? Because you
I know you can't handle me. I know you can't.
You never put pads on. You don't know what that shit
Bro,
feels
I
like.
did put pads on. Quit disrespecting me.
When? In middle
You
school?
quit this. That's putting pads on though. I actually got hit.
But Shady's saying,
I was playing against.
Here's the question though: is
Okay.
what's disrespectful? To say you put pads on when you put pads on in middle school, say like in theory you can't say you put pads on. Yes, you did literally.
Okay.
But he's not asking like, of course you put pads on. But like, did you? Put
There's levels
pads?
to it. I get that. But
Bro.
to bring it back to the
But it's disrespectful to say I put pads on.
cool. You know it's not disrespectful.
No, that's disrespectful.
You know it's not disrespectful though to say that I can dribble with both hands looking up. To say I can go between the legs and do everything that Bob Cousy can plus more.
You weren't dropping dimes.
You
like
no,
Bob
but the
Cousy,
assumption.
Trey.
No,
We're talking about one-on-one. I'm not passing the ball to nobody.
The assumption
I put
is
my
an
back to the
extreme
basket and I'm doing whatever I want to Bob Cousy. I'm putting between the legs, heads,
Not
and all
even
that.
just
I'm
that,
getting
Trey.
straight to the
Trey,
cup. I
Acho,
actually
Acho,
hoop,
this is
bro.
my problem.
I actually hoop,
Acho,
though.
hold on. Acho, this is my problem. There's an assumption that we are not physically capable because we didn't do it at a professional level.
No,
or at a high school or a college level.
no, not professional. You've never did it. You talking about
Speed
middle
didn't
school.
play varsity football, but he's still fast enough to run by
But
people
here's the
that
thing.
do play in the
But
league.
okay.
Just because they
hold
train
on,
doesn't mean
hold on. Let's put it in your language, Kieran.
what are we
Right?
talking
Hold
about?
on. Let's put it in Kieran's language. Kieran, do you think that somebody who's never been on TV, who's only ever done a middle school group project presentation, could come behind there and do your job? Because that's essentially what you're
on,
saying.
my dude.
If I've only ever done a middle school
God.
presentation in front of a class of 18-year-olds, okay, Miss Taylor.
This
so
is not a one-to-one
presentation,
comparison. This is a physical conference. This is a physical
But no, because Kieran, what you're saying is a middle school kid.
I like this.
A middle school kid could get behind there and do what
I'm
you
not
do.
saying a middle
Welcome to
school-
Speakeasy. It's your boy Kieran. Shady McCord. Somebody who stopped at middle school could not get behind the desk and do what you do.
This is crazy.
And you're trying to say that somebody who stopped at middle school could do what Shady
This is
did.
crazy, yo.
Talk to
Could
me.
someone that did a class project could I go back and do what they were doing in the 1940s whenever it came to radio with 100 years of knowledge of what they did in radio?
Yes.
And
of
could
course.
I go back and do
but
that?
You're a professional.
I've never
now.
done radio in my life,
No.
I've never done radio in my life.
Don't
like
school
that,
But I
Kieran.
can go out there and do
Fight
hold on,
back,
hold on,
Kieran.
no,
I
not
like
even
that.
Acho.
Fight back.
Not even that, Acho. Ask me how many shows I've hosted in my entire career before coming in here.
How many shows, sir?
0. Now ask yourself, how many people do you know that could do what I do better?
Not
many.
Not many.
Not many.
But here's the
But
difference.
hold up. Whenever
Go
I
ahead.
started working here, what did you say? You said,
So
I'm
I-
taking a risk because I don't know if you're good
Yep.
or not. I told you, I'm good.
Yep.
And
you're
what
right.
happened?
good.
You're right.
Still good.
But here's the thing.
Stop, bro. Y'all
But here's the-
are
but here's the
disrespecting.
thing.
No,
Tell me.
y'all are
But here's the
disrespecting
thing.
somebody's athletic ability. I understand y'all both played in the league. I'm not saying I could
Why
go
you
out
keep
there
saying-
and mess with
I'm
y'all.
not even saying the league. I'm not even talking about the league.
I understand what you're saying.
What am I saying?
I'm not saying that I could. Bro, do you think a high school team now would beat the shit out of a team in
I think so.
1920?
Yes.
I think so, Shady.
100%.
They would smoke
I think so,
them.
Shady. If you don't
They
get
would
100%.
smoke them.
I don't know, dude.
I
would,
think I'm good.
Shady.
I think I'm good enough as a defensive lineman to play at a
This is what I'm
small
saying, though.
school.
You know what?
A high school team would smoke
A
somebody.
high school team
You gotta at least-
would
we gotta go there,
smoke
Shady.
the
Bro.
1920s
De La
football
Salle?
team.
Listen, dude. He's never played high school. He's never even played it.
Correct,
Bro.
but I'm trying to lower the threshold.
I chose not to play football
What
in
I'm
high
saying
school.
is, you're talking about the high school guys that's on OT7 schools and all that. And
Yeah.
they do, he has never played. He said middle school, man.
Okay, let me do
What
this.
age is middle school? What is that like?
Hold on,
My
hold
middle
on,
school
Shady.
team would have smoked the team.
Hold
in
on,
the
Shady.
1920s.
Shady.
My middle school team would
You
have
didn't.
smoked the
Hold
team in
on,
the
hold on.
1920s.
Shady, you
Nah,
didn't.
maybe.
Hold on.
Maybe.
That's a little
Hold
crazy.
on.
I'm not
Hold
middle school
on.
size though. Them is grown men now
Shady,
yet.
Shady, you didn't play high school baseball.
No,
Facts.
I
Okay.
didn't.
I think in the 1920s, you would have got busy.
I don't think so.
Facts. That's
Bro,
crazy.
You don't think so?
That's
My
crazy.
man. If I played,
Bro, they was throwing like 70-mile-per-hour
Yeah,
fastballs.
you wouldn't have got busy
bro.
in the 1920s.
so if I played in middle school,
Yep.
and I was good, were you good in middle school?
Yes.
All right. So if I played in
Play
middle
on
school,
a select baseball team too. So it's like,
You don't think you would have got you?
bro, you talking about? See, they're professionals. You disrespecting them. Though.
Okay, well, if Shady
I'm
doesn't,
not, bro.
wait, hold on. If Shady doesn't think that, then that's fair.
Dog.
If Shady
fine.
doesn't
If you don't think that-
Wait,
hold
can I try one more thing?
on. Shady's
Okay.
saying he wouldn't have made it in the majors in baseball in the 1920s.
Hold on.
I
ask you this.
No, high school's the bare minimum. Wait, how many years in
But
middle school you
because
play?
you're-
Acho, I'll ask you this.
Yep.
Do you think me now, so you're of the belief that a high school team now an average high school team, we'll say a middle of the pack Texas high school football team, could they go back and beat a team in the 1920s?
Yes.
Do you think me at 6'3", 300 pounds?
Yes, that matters.
Do you think that me, after a summer of workouts, could start on the D line for a high school, a mid-tier high school football team
today?
I said after a summer of workouts, can I start on that team?
Yeah, for mid-tier, he has to be able to.
Time out.
Bro, I would start on a lot of teams.
How do you know that though?
I don't know it. I'm taking an assumption too far.
Have you been around high school kids and coaches?
I'm gonna ask you though, how do you get to that assumption though?
Because if you're 6'3", athletic, moderately athletic, I've seen him move.
Where you
if
see
you're
him move
6'3",
where you see him athletic at? I'm just trying to figure out what this telling me.
I've seen him in open gyms. I've seen him
Open gym know what?
basketball.
So you seen him playing basketball?
Athleticism translates.
I'm asking you, did you see him hoop?
Yes.
And he was nice.
Nice. I didn't say he
I'm
was
just saying,
nice.
what did you see him do?
Athleticism. You can tell how somebody moves.
I'm the son of two athletes, by the way.
I know you're lying.
I'm the son of two athletes. My mom was a college basketball player.
Yeah.
My dad was a professional boxer.
On videos.
On video, you see him playing pickup basketball.
Yes.
And that means he's going to make the team?
But look,
Shady, you're assuming I'm wildly unathletic, which is just
let me try one more thing. Let me try one more thing, because I feel like Shady thinks I'm disrespecting Bob Cousy. You are, and I'm not. What I'm disrespecting is the era, the standard, and the level of training of basketball. Shady, I had the pleasure of meeting your beautiful baby girl.
That was a hobby.
She's 5 years old. If you put her in a basketball camp right now, you know the first thing they're going to teach her to dribble with her head up and to be able to dribble with both hands. Two things that Bob Cousy didn't do and not near one of them fucking highlights.
Bro.
So how? So I'm not disrespecting Bob Cousy. I'm disrespecting the era and the standard
he's a Hall of Famer, right? Did you know that?
Absolutely. Shady, you would have been a Hall of Famer. You would have been one of the 5 black people playing.
You're speaking about a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
And you're basically comparing yourself. Did you play middle school basketball?
Yep. I played middle school basketball.
You didn't play high school?
I didn't play high school. I played in high school, but I didn't play for the team. I didn't want to play.
I get that. There's a lot of dudes that I'm saying, did you play organized basketball?
Yes. All through middle school.
But
you don't count middle school.
Yeah, what is that's like
that's cool.
Middle school though.
That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But where is it?
That's 12.
It's 13, 14. But where it's different is basketball. What I'm talking about is one-on-one. So we're not even talking about the team. We're not even talking about the team thing. So that's number one. I'm talking about me versus Bob Cousy, mano y mano.
This is silly.
Then I'm also saying I played all through college. So it's not like I just got to middle school and stopped. I played intramural and I played open gyms and all of that through high school and college. So
can I say one thing? I'm done.
Last thought.
So I was just telling, just having a joke with it. Y'all took it like serious. Y'all keep going with it. I'll just say this.
I'm dead ass.
It sounds wild.
I'm dead ass too. I'm moving 160 pounds.
We talking about professional athletes.
Yep.
And y'all trying to compare dudes that never played organized high school sports, and y'all talking about fucking middle school, and y'all comparing it. That's crazy.
To guys in the 1920s.
That's crazy,
I'm cool with that. If that's the hill I gotta die on.
Yes.
Every athlete we get in here, I'm not gonna say no names.
We already had one. We already had TJ Husmanzada, and he said Carrot is for sure dogging any of them in the 20s.
Okay, I know TJ.
Any of them.
Acho, what do you think?
Yeah, I know TJ the best in here. I know.
Acho, what do you think? Not biased. Because he's the only one that feel this way.
No. I know TJ. I know why he said that. He's trying to be nice and cool.
No.
Acho, what do you truly believe?
Cameras was on.
When we start asking, we're not gonna say names.
Yep.
Right? I want everybody to be this safe. I say, hey man, do you think a player that's never ever played high school football?
We can call James Jones.
Yes,
Call James. Call James and ask him.
I can call every
No context. Hold on. Let me see.
Call James and ask him.
We're going to call James right now. Hold on, Speakeasy. This is important. It's important. I don't know if James going to pick up.
Like, huh?
I'm going to give him no context either. This is emotional.
Can I ask?
No, because you're going to add some bias to it. You're going to add some
I'm being real about it.
You're going to add some bias.
Let me text James and say, pick up.
Let me see if he pick up. If not, we move into the next topic.
Bet.
If not,
let me call him before you hang up. Hold on.
All right, let's see. This
is crazy.
This is wild. I don't think. All right, he's not picking up. He's not picking up.
Hold on, let me call.
This is nasty.
I needed you to settle a debate, bro. Period. Pick up.
I'll read a couple super chats while we see if James don't answer. So listen, Nick Lippy said, "What's up? Finally caught y'all live. Shout out Nick. Watch y'all every day. Damn near been here before, but I'm always gonna represent Buffalo. Y'all boys keep it pushing. Also, if we throw in bread, Shady, I'll play you in Madden. But we'll talk another day. Stay blessed. Shout out to Nick. B-Ty jumped back in the chat and said, lay off of Kieran chat. Why would he want to join the Discord after a long night of being ridiculed and made fun of? He is a good sport. He likes playing with the Discord like that.
I joined the Discord, by the way.
He joined Discord. Shout out to Kieran. Y'all finally got him. Bullying does work. X96 till infinity said, why are the Cowboys America's team? They haven't done much in over 20 years, actually 30. Is it time for a change? Fly, Ravens, fly. We're going to the Super Bowl next season.
The reason we America's team is because you just made that comment.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, you still talking about us. It's what we do.
That's facts. Adrian Kinzer said Cam Ward slander makes no sense. Only #1 quarterback in 15 years with that kind of strength of schedule, throwing to mostly rookie pass catchers and still put up numbers similar to Josh Allen in year 2. Context matters. Hook 'em. Ain't No Pressure podcast jumped into Speakeasy and said, Shady, what running back did you see last year in the NFL that made you think if he could be a starter somewhere, Acho, same question, but with a linebacker. Running back you saw last year that made you think
He could be a
if he
starter
could be a starter somewhere. Did you mean like
a backup
that could be a starter if they were somewhere else?
That's an interesting question. Linebacker. See, backup linebackers don't really play. Backup linebackers play on teams. So, it would be hard to answer that question for a backup linebacker. I would say Eric Kendricks made me think like he could still go start somewhere. Eric Kendricks played like he started 2 or 3 games for the Niners at the end of that season. He showed up in December. He let me think like, nah, he's still got years left in the tank. I was talking to him this offseason. So, Eric Kendricks would be my answer.
Shady, any running backs? Any backup?
I'm trying. I gotta focus. I gotta get back focused.
Montgomery.
This is
That's
so
the
crazy,
easy
bro.
answer.
Yeah, it is the easy answer.
That's the easy answer.
Well,
There
he might be a starter now. He's a starter.
That was the question. Like you could go somewhere else and see him. Listen, Elijah Guzman 3066 said Carebear trade would destroy the old folks for real. Y'all hating. Also, 65 game rule is so trash. You're saying historical seasons will go to waste, not get rewarded because they were a game shy and miss out in millions now in contracts. That's a good point. That's actually something we didn't bring up because those All NBA selections do have contract implications for sure. So
the thing, though, we do got to be honest. The last thing I'm gonna say, middle school is crazy.
Middle school is crazy.
Middle school is crazy.
But see, that's
Middle school is
crazy.
But this
What you
different
want me
from
to say, though?
football
I've been hit
because
before, though.
but when you stop playing football, you're done because it's a team sport.
But
basketball, I never quit playing.
I
still play basketball.
I brought that up to say like I've been laid out before. Like
And
that
Shady, you
happens.
talking
Like,
about you never play organized one-on-one's not organized
Rome,
basketball.
take
It's
this
one-on-one.
picture. Let me know when you have it.
Middle school though,
messed up.
dog. Like
Let me know. Hold on. We read 2 more. Super
Okay,
chats
yeah,
if
I got
you
a
can.
couple more. So listen, Brand's book said Angel Reese is similar to Cam Newton. No other context added to that.
I don't know about that.
Cam Newton was an MVP, league MVP. That's
I'm not sure where you were
Bro,
headed with that one. Money Power Respect 773 said the average D1 DB would put Carebear on his pockets at 200 to 210 pounds. Speed and technique matters.
Today, yes.
Yeah,
today,
of course.
it's the 1920s.
1920s. There was not much.
Not much.
So they didn't have no coach. They didn't have nothing. Just go out there and play.
We're good, Ron?
Hold on. Bijan calling me. One sec. Oh, hold on. I think Bijan. I texted Bijan Robinson. We gonna
he's
see
your
what he
friend,
said.
though.
Hold up, yeah. Bro, I need your opinion on something, right? Shady sitting here saying, I said back in the 1920s when they was emaciated, eating sardines out of a can.
You're live, by the way, Bijan.
You're live, by the way. We're live. Could I? You know how big I am. Could I get busy against some offensive linemen in the 1920s that were like 200 pounds?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
In the 1920s,
Yes.
they weren't even athletes. They all ran like 5'2s.
And they had regular job tools.
Hold on. What's up, big brother? How you doing? Happy to see you, brother.
So Bijan is currently in this
We got
debate.
Bijan here. I told you.
I got 2 questions for you though. So, why do you feel confident that he would do that? Because they were so old back then.
He seen me move.
Well, because they weren't athletic.
Okay, right.
I feel like he's athletic enough.
Why do you think he's athletic enough?
Because
Okay.
This is nasty.
The second question.
Don't do me like that, bro.
The second question. Did you know what level of football he's played in? Like, he's never played high school football.
Middle school
ever.
champion.
he's never played high school football.
Does that matter against people from the 1920s? Hold on. Let him finish. This is crazy.
That's a different conversation.
Thank you.
This is nasty. This is nasty.
Damn.
nasty.
Just like that.
I outweighed him by like 100 pounds.
Hey, let my dog go to sleep, bro.
Nah, he does got to go to sleep. All right,
was
Bijan,
crazy.
we'll catch you, dog. We'll catch you. Shout out Bijan, though. Shout out
dog.
Bijan. My boy's over there.
My
All
dog.
right, bro.
Hey, for clarity, last thing I'm gonna say.
You nasty for that, Shady.
This was me in middle school, y'all. This was me in middle school. So like this just
I'm
isn't
laying his ass out.
that's not a legitimate level of competition,
No.
Kieran. Like if I
That
would have
is
stopped
nasty,
playing
though.
football here, I can't brag about this.
Come on,
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
this can't be like I didn't put the pads on here. What am I wearing?
Yeah.
So middle
boy-
schools you have to discard middle school.
I'm cool with
The
that.
middle school flex is crazy. Like, look at
It's a crazy flex.
I'm cool with that.
I was just saying I've been hit before. Obviously, what I did in middle school is not going to translate. But I'm also like much bigger of a human being.
Yeah. For me,
That's just a tough part.
it's just a different standards. Those guys didn't dribble with their head up or both hands. We teach that shit in kindergarten.
Now the
What's
Bijan
up?
betrayal is crazy.
That was
to me.
crazy.
that was
Next
wild.
topic. Last
That was wild.
topic of the day.
Look, we
Last
got to get to the
topic of
last
the
topic of the
day.
day. This was crazy news. Matt Barnes essentially called out Stephen A. Smith, saying that he was bad for the culture. I'll let you guys take a listen to what he had to say.
I played in Memphis, got a lot of love for the city, but there's no doubt that the city needs to upgrade when it comes to its facilities for pro players.
he
But
tired.
Stephen A., you shouldn't have a problem with that. You're talking about his words and what they mean to the black community, but you've been the same man in front of the camera for the last handful of months, disrespecting Serena Williams, disrespecting Jasmine Crockett, disrespecting Kamala Harris, and tap dancing for the whole Republican Party, the whole white Republican Party. But you got an issue with LeBron talking about a trending topic and his words carry weight and he doesn't understand what his words can do to the black community. Do you understand the bullshit you're talking and what that can do to the black community? We all used to have a lot of love for you, bro, particularly me, because you looked out. But we're not going to forget the bullshit you on right now.
That's what Matt Barnes had to say. Stephen A. ended up responding. I'll let you guys take a listen to what he had to say.
LeBron. Why y'all all acting? I mean, were y'all flamethrowers? You employed by the brother? Why we overreacting to every damn thing that he's LeBron? He makes news. I report on it. I'm not an influencer. It's my job. It's my job. First Take is on the show, on the airwaves, 10 a.m. to 12 noon every weekday morning. Sirius XM is on the air from 1 to 3 p.m. every afternoon. Forget my political show for a second. Forget the fact that I own my own production company. Forget the fact that I own my own YouTube channel. I just gave you 2 jobs where I'm obligated to address the news. Y'all volunteering. Influencers. I'm a reporter.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh man. So whose side are you guys on? Matt Barnes or Stephen A. Smith?
Do I have to pick a side?
Yes. No sitting on that fence, brother.
No, I'm on Stephen A. Smith's side. I'm not on the gatekeeper for blackness, Matt Barnes' side. I'm not on Matt Barnes' side. Number one, has Stephen A. done some things that have been critical to the black community? Absolutely. Has Stephen A. done some things that he probably shouldn't have done? Said some things he probably shouldn't have said? Absolutely. Stephen A. does about 5 hours of communicative content every day. 5 hours every day times 240 shows a year. I do not want to do the math, but Stephen A. talks for over 3,000 hours a year. He's going to say some things you disagree with. I do not care. What I'm not going to do is come up here and try to act like Stephen A. Smith has been a detriment to the black community. No. Not when he has given how many black people jobs worth how many millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Whether it be helping elevate the Ryan Clarks, helping elevate the Marcus Spears, helping elevate the Cam Newtons, helping elevate, who's a basketball analyst, Kimberly Martins, helping elevate Chinea Gumike's, helping elevate. No, I'm not going to sit here and act like Stephen A. Smith has been undermining the growth and the advancement of the black community. I'm also not going to act like Stephen A. Smith is not somebody or someone who you can look up to. When Stephen A. Smith has quite literally built from relatively nothing a $20 million a year media career. Stephen A. Smith didn't make it because he was a pro athlete. Stephen A. Smith made it because he busts his butt and because he outworks everybody. And then also, Matt Barnes, you know how long your figurative rap sheet is. How are you going to be the one to say that Stephen A. Smith is a detriment to the black community? Like, Stephen A. Smith is someone who people can look up to, and Matt, you could be someone who people could look up to. Just don't look too far. So I just am not going to be the one to say that like Stephen A. is a detriment to the black community, and no, I'm not going that far.
Yeah, I won't say that because, like I said, man, Stephen A. has put a lot of people on, a lot of black, ball players, females, etc. But he has his moments where he says stuff that people are not gonna like. That's just how you do TV. That's what happens. You do TV, you're gonna say some stuff that people are not gonna like, and you're gonna say stuff that people do like. Matt Barnes, I mean, he's one of them where he'll say things that people don't like, and then just say stuff that people does like. So I think we're in a space where like everything is so sensitive because when you rub people the wrong way, people speak on it, and I think everybody has an opinion and a voice now. But I don't know if it's a Matt Barnes or a Stephen A. like whose side you really on. I think it's two people that have big voices, and I think the difference is Matt Barnes is more culturally just because he's a player, and Stephen A. is really a reporter. I think sometimes they get so mad at Stephen A. just things he says, but he's really a reporter though. I think if it was a ball player saying certain things, I would take more offense to it. But when I'm looking at these reporters, like there's no difference between him and Skip Bayless. So I don't really have like a super opinion about them, right? I actually like Stephen A. I think Stephen A. is the best in the game. And I think Stephen A. is fair, right? Sometimes he may, go a little beyond his means a little bit sometimes. But then again, it's about clicks.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get clicks. So I get it. And last part is Stephen A. is like super confident. Like he's the best thing on TV, so he gonna say what he want.
Yeah.
I just think like sometimes when you talk about a ball player, I think we should take that more offensive if a ball player says something, but a reporter, that's what they do.
And go ahead.
I was just going to say this. When you ask a man his opinion on everything, do you expect to agree with everything that he has to say?
Talk about it.
No. Like that's just not what's going to end up happening. Now, I also think just making a snap judgment on his character is saying that he's bad for the culture because of the opinions that he has in certain ways. You have to view the full picture. It's not just these select things that you end up going at. You can nitpick anybody's takes and whatnot, especially what they've had over years and years and years. He has 20 plus years in his business being on national television, giving his opinion. Obviously, you're not going to agree with every single thing that he did.
He was bad for the culture? Let me make sure I'm not getting upset in my head for no reason. What did Matt actually say?
Matt said, "You've been the man from the you're tap dancing for the White Republican Party, but you had an issue with LeBron." I mean, it's a long clip, but he said, "Do you understand the bullshit you're talking and what you can do to the black community? We used to have a lot of love for you, but we're not going to forget the bullshit."
Here's my other problem. Hold on, stop, Matt. Who's we? Matt Barnes can speak for Matt Barnes and Matt Barnes only. Emmanuel Acho can speak for Emmanuel Acho and Emmanuel Acho only. Shady McCoy can speak for Shady McCoy and Shady McCoy only. And maybe you can speak on behalf of your household. Maybe. But Matt, who made you the representative for anybody with this shade of skin? Who made you the representative for all people that you just want to declare kin? Who made you that representative? Like, you using that pronoun we way too loosely. Way too loosely. Way too loosely. Last I checked, in this room, a couple people still got love for Stephen A. And the four of us that are on camera are all black. So you might disagree with some people's stances. You might disagree with some people's involvement in the culture of which you have claimed the exclusive definition of. But to me, we're using that pronoun we way too loosely because who all are you speaking on behalf of? Like, to me, you can't just simply try to ostracize Stephen A. Smith from the black community as the exclusive spokesperson for all things black.
Well, I will say this, though. I mean, there's a lot of athletes that say the same thing as Matt Barnes, like publicly. You've heard Matt just say that. You heard Terrell Owens say something similar to that. You heard Kyrie Irving say stuff, similar to that. So there's been athletes that say that, you're not good for the culture, because some of Stephen A's, takes. So I'm not gonna say like Matt's just making this up. There's athletes that say
Agreed.
That.
To me, though, you said this. We all used to have love for you, bro. First off, everybody didn't always have love for Stephen A. Yeah. Like you just can't, Shady. You can't cast this fishnet.
No,
of all
I
black
you saying.
people.
I guess
we all used to have love for you, but we not gonna forget who's we.
Right. He's speaking loosely.
You just speaking on behalf of.
But there is a lot of people.
Sure, absolutely.
That don't like that the way Stephen A. speaks about black
I agree with that.
athletes. Now I'm on the other fence though, because like I like tough people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So there's sometimes when Stephen A. say certain things, and I respect it.
He'll call certain people out. I respect it. I don't think he talks about Zion a certain way. He talks about a lot of them guys. And I'm like, okay, even there's a time where he's talking about Kyrie, and Kyrie's one of my favorite players. I'm like, yo, he's right. The brother's worried about everything else but playing basketball. You know, says stuff about James Harden. So there's certain players he says stuff about that I agree with. And there's some stuff he might say about LeBron I don't really agree with. But then that's TV. You're not going to agree with everything he says. You get what I mean? So I guess I understand what Matt's saying because I know a lot of athletes that say that about Stephen A. I like the way Stephen A. conducts himself. I think he's the best in the game and the way he talks. And I think he's passionate. And I think he really believes that. I think he believes the stuff he says. And another thing is, like, he don't claim to be this great athlete because I keep telling everybody, yo, he's a real reporter. He's been in the game for 30, 40 years reporting it. Same thing with Skip Bayless. Right? Even though Skip didn't play, he don't have no stats. Because I remember Sherman like, oh, you ain't have no stats, you ain't play. And that's true. And players do look at, if you ain't play the game, we look at you a little differently. But if you study something for so long, you know about that. Think about any subject. If you study something for so long, bro, you know about it. You know what I mean? So I don't look at them in any type of way, though.
I also wanted to add that this is coming in reaction to LeBron's comments on Memphis, which I think a lot of people were, to be honest, I think a lot of people are fake outraged about it, though. At the end of the day, like the Memphis thing, I think Matt Barnes also, from what I've seen in a lot of these cases, he just goes with whatever the popular narrative for their audience goes with. And I think that's what ends up being the take that he ends up running with. I mean, the whole thing about Memphis was very, I think, blown out of proportion. I think Memphis, it's just like, bro, that's their own experience. Now, there was a guy that went to the hotel that they were talking about saying it's a Westin, it's a normal hotel. Well, these guys are used to staying in freaking top of the line, Ritz, Ritz Carltons, Four Seasons, you know what I mean? Those types of places. So I understand the frustration with dogging a whole city because of how bad the hotel is, but then there's also other players saying, yo, we got players getting robbed while walking back from the stadium. Because we had to walk across the street to get back to the hotel. I can understand you having that gripe with it, or just having a gripe with the city in general. Also, I hate that Memphis has just become like a staple of like, oh, it's a black city that everyone was like. There's team in Atlanta. There's other teams elsewhere. I understand that, but what I'm saying is to act as if like Memphis is the epicenter of blackness in this country, and he's so unbelievably upset about it all. I think it's getting blown a little bit out of proportion, and it was because LeBron's doing it on a YouTube show with some white dudes playing golf. I understand the optics that make it look bad, but also at the same time, he's voicing his opinion about one of the worst cities that he's traveled to. That's his experience.
I love playing on the road.
Yeah,
and I don't want to go to Memphis. You been to Memphis?
Yes, I've been to Memphis.
Oh, you been to Memphis?
Yeah. My mom worked in Memphis for 15 years.
I ain't trying to go to Memphis, and I love my blacks. I'm going to Atlanta though. Yeah. I'm going to Houston. I can't wait. I ain't trying to go to Memphis.
Yeah. And that's my problem with it all, though. It's just it comes from that, and then it's just a bunch of outrage about anyone that supported the take or whatever it is. And as a community, it's just dogpiling on someone for an opinion.
Yeah.
Why? If that's his opinion and you disagree with that, that is okay. But to say that they're not good for the black community, or he's out here Uncle Tommy on a YouTube show with some guys playing golf, dude. There was people upset that LeBron was using his bro. People code switch. That's the thing that happens. It happens at a business level and so many different levels. So I just think we're being fake outraged about a lot right now. A lot.
Yeah, that's well said. That's well said. I think everybody is fake outraged. Y'all that mad because they don't like going to Memphis?
It's soft. I think it's a lot of fake outrage.
Matt, you this mad at Stephen A because of what? And I also, don't get me started, because I also just think we have our priorities in the wrong place. If you are a young black man in America, or if your kid's raising young black men or women in America, you should look and say, hey, if you can be like Stephen A. Smith from a occupational standpoint, by all means, you've achieved the highest level of success.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can work and sit behind a desk, own your own show, own your own production company, and have a network pay you $20 million, then own your own show and own production company on top of that, you've achieved success.
Yeah.
And to me, I just don't know how you, Matt Barnes, or you, anybody else can say that like Stephen A's not a good example or not a good role model. And to me, I just really draw the line where I'm like,
that's subjective. But
I'm saying as far as like living out the American dream, a black man making $20 million.
What part you ain't like?
Because sometimes the success should be separated from the person who is successful.
I'm saying the occupational role model. I didn't say go up to have the personality.
But I'm saying yes. So I think it would be better to be like, look at what Stephen A. did. He started here, he worked his way there, he did this and did. But it's okay to disagree and to be critical of Stephen A.'s political views or his whatever.
I'm saying
now,
like
that criticism is fair.
The success
the generalization.
Yes, the success isn't just good enough. Like I'm not just gonna go tell my kid just go look at Stephen A. and admire him just to admire him. Admire the specificities about what he did, like you said, occupationally to climb the ranks and have his own thing.
To me, at the end of the day, everybody has different core values.
Yeah,
for sure. Like I'm not saying who cares about the man? I admire Jesus. That kind of stops there. But I'm saying like if you can raise your kids to achieve what Stephen A. has achieved, that is
100%.
What mar does Stephen A. Smith have with the law? What mar does he have with public altercations? What mar does Stephen A. Smith have with jail? What mar does Stephen A. And you, Matt Barnes, you want to be critical of Stephen A.?
Yeah.
Can I ask you this?
But Matt Barnes got some. He's got a fire ass podcast that he has helped build from the ground. He's a version of success too.
Because I was a former athlete, not everybody can be Matt Barnes. If Matt Barnes was not 6'6", 6'7", 6 whatever, it kind of starts and stops there. Yeah. All the smoke exists because Matt and Stack had illustrious NBA careers.
Sure.
Stephen A. averaged 1.2 at Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
Stephen A. is where Stephen A. is because of hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt Barnes and Stack are where they are. Shout out to them because of hard work. And by the grace of God, you're 6'6", 6'7". I'm where I am because I was 6'2", 240. Yeah. If I was 5'8", I'm not in the league. Now, I was a bum in the league, so I'm on television because of hard work, talent, and dedication, not because I was anybody in the league. But like, your kids are more likely to be able to be Stephen A. than they will ever be Matt Barnes.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, and I was going to ask you this though too. Why is a difference of opinion resulting in so many people questioning the validity of someone's blackness? And or I don't know why that's the case because it's. But my thing is though, it's a difference of opinion. It's a difference in the way you talk. It's a difference in the way that you operate on a day-to-day basis. It's a difference in your interests. Like you're constantly being checked for that. For what? For what? And we completely ignore the full picture instead of what's supposed to happen. That annoys me.
I love my Trey, give me some super chats. Let's get out the show.
Yes, sir. We got one from D Betted 6477 said, I don't know, Shady. I'm from the DMV, same place as Diggs brothers, Davis brothers, Leftwich, and Hayden, and etc. Ask them, were there better people who didn't play on the team and chose the streets that were better than high school and college teammates? They would say yes.
Speaking of, I got to jump in here. My boy Jordan Whittington called as well. He plays wide receiver for the Rams. Jay Witt, I want you to answer this question for me, okay? Because Shady been on my head today. I said, if you drop me in the 1920s, when dudes was like 180 to 200 pounds on the offensive line.
We're live, by the way.
We're live, by the way. We're live. 180 to 200 pounds. Could I get busy against them in the 1920s when they was eating sardines and cricket ass out of a can? Would I get busy?
You playing running back?
I'm playing defensive tackle in this one.
Oh yeah, you gonna get busy.
Thank you, bro. Go ahead, bro. No, he going. Okay.
Yo, you're busy right now. Just real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
How you know he'll get busy?
Just going off of the energy he just did it with.
Come on now. Thank you.
Confidence matters.
Hold it to the mic. Hold it to the mic, Shady.
Have you seen him play before?
I haven't seen him play.
Have you seen him do anything athletic before?
Come on now.
But who is he going?
Hold on. Let's answer quick questions. Have you ever seen him do anything athletic before?
I seen him dance before.
Yeah, that matters.
Okay.
Come on now. Come on now, Jay Witt. Come on, Jay Witt. You know I can move.
Chris Brown can dance.
Chris Brown is athletic.
Come on, you know I can move.
Michael Jackson was athletic.
On beat to March Madness.
Facts.
Come on now.
All right. Have you ever seen him play football at all?
I've never seen him play football.
You think he was a dog in high school?
I don't know who he going against though.
A 180-pound dude from the 1920s.
If he never, ever played high school football, does that matter at all?
Nah, that matters if you ain't playing no high school football.
This is crazy. He turned everybody against me, bro.
Oh my God.
I chose not to play high school football.
He never played it though. He never played.
I got begged by the coaches.
I was a dog in middle school. I was like,
Facts. I was.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you ain't know that. Now you know that.
Jay Wynn, get some
Now
rest,
you
bro.
know that.
Get some rest, bro. We gotta do this
Hold
show,
up, Jay's
man.
Cole. Hold up. No, Jay's Cole. We got 2 more minutes.
This is crazy, man.
Cause Jay's keep it real though.
All right, bro.
All right, call James back. Kenro200X said, why is Social Trade so passionate about beating Bob Cousy, who was born in 1928? He's a great-great-grandpa. It ain't that serious, Hermano. Don't be so dense. I'm talking about if I'm playing him in his prime, not at 98.
Tripping.
Chad 1451 says, Shady out here standing on business. Much love, 2-5. Hey, listen, that's one thing Shady gonna
Shady
do.
is gonna stand
he gonna
on
stand
business.
on
Yo,
business.
wait,
right, wrong, or
wait.
indifferent.
He got James on
Yo,
the
you
phone.
know James is an old head, though. You know James.
James sleep.
James probably sleep.
He
James
just called
sleep.
his FaceTime me.
Listen, R. Stone said having Carebear's surprise witness get turned against him is crazy.
That's
work.
nasty, bro.
And it just happened
Both
for a
of them,
second
man.
time.
That's
crazy.
that was B. John. That's a nice friend to have. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
called
facts.
B. John Robinson.
That's
And you didn't
facts.
play football. That's
Yeah,
big.
that's facts.
Okay.
But
seriously.
Yeah, I'm saying that's dudes like all pros that can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? I'm giving love.
Yeah, facts. No. Well done, sir. Also, Big Ten takeover has arrived. Go
Yes,
Blue,
it
and
has.
Dusty May is the Signetti of college basketball.
Oh, he about to give us some.
No, he's not, because we're about to get off the show.
No, we got
Last one I got. Central Cast said I could do Carebear's job better. I actually show up.
Central Cast.
Actually show up. That's crazy.
Just because you've been missed because you're booked and busy. Because he's
Stop
so
flaming
good at
him.
what he does that he gets
Not
booked
right now.
outside
Stop
of
blaming your
Speakeasy.
super chatters.
My fault. I was about to play.
Ethan, do what you're supposed to
What
do.
I'm about to say, he seen him dance though.
Hey,
can dance, bro. I can
we
move.
are dark tomorrow, but we will be back Wednesday.
That's nasty.
Charles and Manny, he
You
was
got
in the
smart-
building.
Are you got smarter than me?
We got Charles.
Charles in the building.
I'm gonna show Charles something.
Charles Amenihu's in the
I peeped that
building.
too, Shady.
Commanders, defensive lineman will be here Wednesday. We'll be here Thursday at spring break. TJ Houshmanzada out. So we got active NFL players in the speed.
Oh, you guys want to be tomorrow?
Easy.
What you got going on
I
tomorrow?
wanted to give you all a day, man.
Oh, you just wanted out the grace and kindness of your heart?
Look, man.
No.
We appreciate you.
Hey,
Hold
do
on,
the outro.
We talking about missing shows.
If
We
he
talking
gonna
about
make us
flaming
work on
somebody.
Sunday, ain't no such thing as
I'm
just
not
a
missing the
random
show. We
kind
don't have a
Tuesday.
show.
Why don't we have a show? I'm ready to show
He
up.
got something to do with our new show.
I'm ready to show up. Trey, you ready to show
I'm
up
ready to show
tomorrow?
up.
I called
Shady, you
Zach,
ready to
come
show
in.
up tomorrow?
He like,
Shady. Shady was ready to show up tomorrow.
The other day.
So I don't know why we missing the show.
We
I'm
can't
just
go.
saying.
Oh, we can't go.
James
Yeah,
here.
we cannot go.
Oh, man.
James is here. James.
Kill the music. Last thought.
Kill the music one more time. James.
What's up with it?
I see him this weekend, by the way. So James better be the right
I'm not
answer.
even gonna go crazy. I'm gonna ask real simple. All right. If a player has never ever played high school football, right?
We're live, James.
We're live.
Not a player. It's me, James.
No. All right.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, Karen never played high school football, okay? Do you think Karen in the 1920s at D-tackle would be a dog?
Wait. Hold on, I'm trying to understand your question. So he's never played high school football.
Bro.
He never put his hand in the dirt in the high school football, but he was really good. You said in middle school?
Bro.
In middle school, he said he was
It's the framing that he
It
does.
does sound more ridiculous every time I hear it.
In the 1920s, when dudes was 180 pounds, could my big ass get back and rush the quarterback?
Hey, so
And
what
or blow
I
a
would-
play
what
up.
I- Hey, Shady, so on the real, what I would tell Carebear is the same thing I tell my high school kids. Get a polo and come stand by me.
Oh my gosh. He said you on
Kill
the
the
sideline. Damn. Grab a clipboard, Carebear.
We appreciate y'all
You can't
watching.
be Bob Cousy.
We had Bijan in the studio. We had Jordan Whittington in the studio. We had James Jones in the studio. From Carebear Kieran. From LaShawn Shady McCoy. From your boy Emmanuel Acho. From Social Trade. From everybody in the back, make the noise.
Shout out to the gang.
Hey, we
in the
will be
back.
back live Wednesday, 11:15 Eastern. We'll see y'all then.
Oh my gosh.